Lengshin Biriba Pumnamakpu Ahanba Magdada Kurumjari. Well, every morning is always a very good morning. So good morning, everyone. Ahanbada Lamdamasibu Kon Biriba, Manipur Sanapung Mayul Dangantoy Biriba, Sri Radha Govinda Nigi Charanda Changzaraga, Sinjalangjari Bagibot Sinjaraga, Ahak, Priya Lakshmi Langpok Lakpamna, Pangtok Liba Thoramasi, Swadangamda, Pinabiu Nizari. Today, December 5, 2020, this day will be a remarkable and momentous day in the history of Manipur as we are celebrating another prominent achievement for the Chief Minister of Manipur, Sri Nongthombam Biren Singh, and BJP-led government of our state has been awarded the India Today State of the States Award for the most improved state overall and law and order. Earlier in 2018, a survey by India Today Group ranked Chief Minister Sri Nongthombam Biren Singh as the third best Chief Minister in India too. So it's my immense pleasure to welcome you all on today's event, Emergent Manipur, the most improved state, on behalf of the organizers. This is a much-awaited event as it gives the returns to the efforts put in by every single individual in governing the state very smoothly. It gives a sense of achievement and responsibility towards fulfilling further commitments. As to mark the opening of this event, I would like to request respected Sri Devesh Deval, IAS, Commissioner, Planning Department, Government of Manipur, to deliver the welcome address.
Chief Guest of Emergent Manipur 2020 function, Honorable Chief Minister Manipur, Sri N. Biren Singh. President of today's function, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Sri N. Joy Kumar Singh. Honorable Ministers of the State Cabinet, Honorable Members of the Legislative Assembly, respected Chief Secretary Sir, DGP Sir, all senior officials and all officials from civil and police departments, and also elected representatives from Zilla Panchayats and district councils. A very good morning to all of you. I think today when I stand and deliver this welcome, I welcome all of you. It's a great privilege for me because first of all, the occasion is so great. The state is getting awarded for the best performance. I mean, we all together because we are part of government. And so it's a combined achievement and it makes us feel so happy. So that is a really good reason and I'm very happy. Secondly, I think it's very rare to see people from all departments all together sitting together. So I think that also makes it very special. So I'm really happy on that account. It's a privilege for Planning Department to be hosting this event. So thank you all for coming. To set the tone and to just for the benefit of our audience, I would just like to highlight the background of this program. So as I think it was mentioned briefly, that India Today, which is one of the most known and the oldest magazine in India, it has for the last 2 decades they have been doing this annual State of the States survey. So they do ranking of the states based on their performance. And I'll briefly allude to that so that, the later on discussions we have, the proper background is there. So first of all, they categorize states into 2 categories, big states and the small states. So the states which are bigger than 35,000 square kilometers in area or have population of more than 50 lakhs, they are classified as big states and the others are small states. So there are 10 small states in India, which include 7 northeastern states excluding Assam, and 3 more states which include Delhi, Goa and Puducherry. So in these 10, they form one group and the other states form another group. Secondly, they assess performance on 2, broad parameters. One is your current performance, that is overall performance, so that you call it the best performing state. That takes into account your latest performance, how you have been doing in various sectors. Another one is how have you improved over a period of time. So to give a simple example, for example, say a student gets 80% marks in an exam and he tops it. So that is, we know it very well. But there's another student also who gets, say, improves from 40 to 65 or 70 marks. So that also we need to acknowledge because of the progress he has made over a period of time. So these are the 2 broad categories, that is the best performing and the most improved states. And so it's a matter of honor for all of us that Manipur has bagged the first prize among the small states in the most improved category. The ranking they do is very systematic. It's a very objective survey that they carry out. There are 12 broad categories. I'll just try to briefly run through them. The first one is like economy. In these 12 categories, there are close to around 100 parameters. So it's a very, very minute and detailed kind of examination by the experts. And on that basis only, they'll do give a ranking to the states. So, example, in economy, the indicators are per capita income, percentage of population above poverty line, your state GDP, investment. The weightage is 300, and out of 300, Manipur scored 196.8, and our ranking was second among the 10 states. Second, for example, infrastructure. The criteria could be road length, number of power, the hours of power supply, how many houses have water connection, airports, stadiums, phone connection. I mean, so many things are there. We scored second again there. Then there's agriculture. How is the money spent on agriculture? What is the percentage share of agriculture in our state GDP? What is the irrigated area? What is the productivity? That is the sector for agriculture. And incidentally, agriculture has the highest weightage of 320 marks out of 2000. Then it is education with 200. We know the education indicators. I think no need to go into that. Likewise, health has a weightage of 160. Law and order, it has a weightage of 140. And the criteria they use is strength of civil police, cognizable crimes, rape and riots in particular, they focus on that, and pending cases. Then governance, which includes your women representation in panchayats and local bodies, and the performance on Digital India program, ease of doing business. Then the next category is inclusive development. It includes percentage of BPL population, percentage of households with LPG connections, NRGS performance. The weightage is 100 marks. The next category is entrepreneurship. Here again it includes ease of doing business, the performance in startups, how many companies are there, the credit disbursement by the banks. The weightage is 80 marks. Then the next sector is tourism. It is the number of tourists in the state. Then importantly, crime against tourists. Number of hotels, restaurants, and the revenue from tourism sector. The next sector is environment, which includes your concentration of carbon dioxide, nitrogen oxide, particulate matter, and forest cover, tree cover. And the last sector is cleanliness, which basically refers to sanitation facilities at the household level, school, public facilities, and especially for the girl child. So you see, this is very systematic exercise which was carried over by the experts. And out of 2,000 marks, Manipur scored 1,228, and we bagged the first rank. So I think a big round of applause. Also happy to note that the last 2 years, it was Tripura who was getting the first prize. But in 2020, we have got the first prize. And what is more credible is that last year we were ranked 8th. And in 1 year from 8th, we have moved to rank 1. So this is, I think, a great tribute to the leadership provided by our Honorable Chief Minister and the government and the hard work put in by all the departments. So I think a big congratulations to all of you, and we hope we continue the good work. I'd like to make a specific mention of the law and order category. There, as you said, we stood first. So I think this is very, very significant because, especially for the context of the state of Manipur, if law and order improves, and not only in terms of improvement, in overall performance also, we are number 2. So law and order definitely has improved. And once there is peace, development will follow. So I think a big congratulations to our police department and also to our security forces. So I also take this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of our representatives from security services. We have Major General Alok Naresh, IG AR South with us, Brigadier Lognathan, Deputy GOC from 57 Mountain Division. We have Shri Raddeep Datta, IG CRPF, and Shri Subol Singh, DIG BSF, and other security officers. So I welcome you all to this program. So as part of the program today, we also have the launch of Manipur Mental Health Helpline. This is organized by the Health Department. I think it's a wonderful thing because people who need such kind of services, they will be very, very grateful for the counseling services and the medical care that they can get through this helpline. So Honorable CM Sir would be doing that inauguration also as part of the program today. So lastly, I welcome you all once again to the function, and we hope that what the state has been able to achieve in the last 2-3 years by combined effort, we hope to continue in that same stride and do achieve much more better results under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister, sir. And it's a privilege to congratulate the state cabinet for this because it is an achievement for the state as a whole. So I again reiterate that it's a privilege for me in planning department to be congratulating our Honorable Chief Minister and the entire government. And so we look forward to working under your leadership. And thank you for gracing this occasion, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Planning, respected Sir Shri Devesh Deval, for your warm and genial welcoming speech. We are charmed by your fluency. Thank you once again. So now we are presenting a short film entitled Emergent Manipur, made by Anoba Manipur team. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to draw your attention to the LED screen.
da India ke Vice President Sri Honorable Chief Minister da Champions of Change Award piki. India Today Group ki Chief Minister Singhi ranking da third best Chief Minister ki award Honorable Chief Minister da Kuchin Nakhi. India Today State of States Conclave 2019 da Manipur na Most Improved State for Inclusive Development Award Fangkre. Asi da nattana Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi na Fidam Ningai Oiraba Krishi Karman Award Honorable Chief Minister Sri N. Biren Singh da Kuchin Nakhi.
And Manipur has got that food grain category.
It's a proud moment for Manipur.
Chahi asigi oina India Today Group na piba State of the States Award ta Manipur bu Most Improved Small State overall loina na Most Improved Small State in Law and Order awards piraktuna ikai khumnaba udlakli. Sri Nongthombam Biren Singh Manipur da leiriba anaek laira anang mimanadraba sing loina loina na ching amasung tamgi khetnaba pumnamakpu muthatkani haibagi achekpa wakhalonbu mangda thamduna Manipur bu awonma Manipur ama ohenba ngamle. Startup Manipur Mission na naharul kaya amabu marumdum lipcha hanbata nattana miyoi kaya amabusu thabak piba ngamle.
Startup Manipur gisle mula eba ko 2018-19 ki batch hai tare aduda ai thagat le adugi ju handa grant phang bane aduna su ai onda yamna helpful oi gre.
School Fagaran Si Mission na laira bagi panna mahi tambada jaitheng amatta bihandawa ngamle.
Laitaba akhoi gi private school gi hidana baside yawse duki matik wai lairaba laitaba akhoi di van service ki adegi school gi mayam mo honaba do khoi awaba mo oibodo sugumba school ma matik sana thanga pira patar gadi akhoi scholarship ki amadi labor card ki kari gi akhoi mayam ma tana bai mathau tadri school si phatar gadi akhoi tongana scholarship thabai mathau tadri.
UPSC ki exam thaduna IAS IPS na chingba oingba singgidamak chauraba scholarship kaya pidina lagi.
AMS satellite education na see already stated this handle after
UPSC prelims 2020 da scholarship hamba miyon bari mai pa ngamtre biyang khanjere pa ban amasung blockade letaba Manipur ama nasi oiba ngamle.
Mungkin apa aku tak ada bandai deh, jadi mungkin kalau orang sekarang orang yang kita berbeda, kita muara dia kali.
Yang menjadi Manipur ki puariga sago natuna lakpa masyarakat kaya mabu yokat pengamle. Honorable CM na war against drug lautotna nisagi ipagtagi Manipur ki naharul kaya mabu kanpangamle.
War against drugs lautot na pulis na aram da mong kaya mo pare OP
in terms of thousands and thousands of acres sahi ani ahumjida Manipur police amsung atop agency sin mating panga koina yantat khare big time smugglers sai tare acho smugglers kya koina phaba ngam sigi loina na koina huje koigi state government na koigi Manipur je fast track court link khare amasung pit NDPS board akoi sisu leire ado huje laiba sahi makha ta eba huje laiba sahi singje koi Manipur police na drug ki mayokta koi fazana ek drive chanse lagani ado drug ki samasya je koi Manipur dagi muthakpa ngamagani
Green Manipur Mission hongdoktuna mahausa gi khal ngakdana bohonabada chauraba thawdang ama loduna lakli
yamna pugu birena Green Manipur Mission adi hongdopi masida yamna support tawbiyu aduga hongti nungsa gi khal garai baji wayan thapagini wa tha jinbira di go plan warming kai ga thoi baje na thola roi aduna yamna thabjaminasi
Government asina nupi nupa khenaba thamdana chap manaba thodang adu khutsinaduna lamdam masibu chaukhatpa lambi yamada puduna lakli
Kesana su binumuni jadi pudi kamsana wali ba kambi machine kaya no SP wali ba machine nupi kaya no sakpa na ba balance to kana pe power ni yesu
Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana gi makhada lamdam sida leiriba laireba imin kayagi pagani sabi hawre haibuski masi makhada Manipur gi toklisin pugintoi chatu to yakhri matoi sanana bugi center kaithokre
teisana leirame adubu masigi Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana gi sigi sentham jigi makhada ai yumji ma saba ngamjabadagi ai si phibamju oijarapani
miyam gi numit amasung Hill Leaders Day pangthoktuna awa ana tarba praja singbu hakthengna unana miyam gi awaba kaya amabu athuba matamda kokhanduna lakli
Message जो पीरो भरा जो पीरो सिरो हाँ अरे my God
Chief Minister gi Hakshel gi Tengbang amadi Ayushman Bharat Yojana gi makhada laying mangamdaba kaya amagi thawai kaya amabu
Chief Minister gi Hakshel gi Tengbang gi kasi chodo kadna ko karna yunda si pachati ngoi jeron pa talishan si modi aduga never Chief Minister si kini jaga ai itu kita perlu
ada di basko ada matung lagi mana ini nomor laptop lagi mau yang how itu besar orang Chief Minister itu ini yang ada
government silak padagi prajaga police ka gi mari adukki matik fagalak pangamle loina na lamdam sibu ngak sen bada prajaga police ka punna chatminari
Semain tahu guna cycle ge, we patrolling amat thadoi bisi, am kane, am pay hai betai.
Nongpok Sekmai Police Station bu best police station in the country haina khangatuna award pirakre.
करोड़ रुपए से ज्यादा की दर्जन भर परियोजनाओं का लोकार्पण और शिलान्यास हुआ है। ये परियोजनाएं आपके जीवन को आसान करने वाली
मतम सांगना तालकपा इनर लाइन परमिट की डिमांड प्रजा कया असोक परनखी रोगिन की पुंसी माखी चुराचांदपुर दसु मियोन पाकी थवाई माखी अनोबलापा बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट असिना मणिपुर दा इनर लाइन परमिट चलांदुना यलोविशिबु तन्मगम लगनी।
राज्यों की भावना को ध्यान में रखकर मणिपुर को हम इनर लाइन परमिट की सिस्टम के अंदर ला रहे हैं। मणिपुर की घाटी की बहुत बड़ी समस्या का आज समाधान।
Honorable CM Emergent Lamdam sida leiba ahalsingbu thamoi sheng ikai khundaba lamdam sigi oiba achauba ware lobada ahal laman lai guru sigi wa taba miyam ki jiba amani tham laba jini maphamda manung hanjena leiba mafam singda khundale ta leiba miyoi shingu government department singda fangi uthong chawa singadu chapchana one and never go to hills, go to village mission farmer welfare scheme chief minister ki swatara si tebang chimba scheme kayama manipur lagi miyam punna makta kanaba kayama little bill malay bummada mamim leiraba prithvi ki amatta nayaba मणिपुर की इमा कैथल तपाक्ता दनंतना चिंगी डिस्ट्रिक्ट सिंदा इमा कैथल सारना मणिपुर को सरकार का होने helicopter service imagamle
project funded by Youth Development Bank with a project cost of ₹3,054 crore.
we are committed to be a transparent and a clean governance to the people of the state.
Manipur government is committed to transparency and accountability in public service delivery. Towards this end, Manipur has adopted e-office implementation in less than 3 months' time. The entire Manipur Secretariat has adopted e-office.
districta ihan hanba oina Churachandpur districta medical college ama saragani. शांति पुरक्पदा नत्तना tourism industry bu adukki matik chaukat handuna Manipur bu international tourist destination ama oihalle. Manipur da ihan hanba oina floodlight system Honorable Chief Minister Shri N Biren Singh na Manipur gi sanaroi shingda khutsin na bangamkhre.
ट्रेन मनिंग दा देरिबा इन हाउस दो थोड़ा हाफ की केनो यार में कई थोंग लो से लो दीदी तारी बसी
प्रजासिंगी मतेंग अमसुंग थाजबना पांगल ओइदुना कोविड-19 की लानफमदा ऑनरेबल सीएम एन बीरेन सिंह ना मांगजिल थादुना लानथेंगनदुना लाकली
ट्रेन वगैरह कुर्नो वगैरह कुंठा वगैरह फाड़े पर अवेलेबल है हाल टुमारो ट्रेन भी आवश्यक
Ching Tam Khaidana, Chap Manaba Mityeng Yengbana, Honorable Chief Minister N. Biren Singh Di, Mipum Kuding Magna, Nungshiba Liderama, Oiduna Lakli.
If there is love and trust, there is no need of bulletproof.
Hai bisi ko ekoi ching na shu nang na minister tau basi nungai ba ekoi su forest ko thank you very much
kari gino karmai nungai ba
ya ching what ba leite handa ekoi amat hai bagi ko hochi di asida lagra su police na ekoi busu ching de ekoi la lon bi ni ko sir ado handa di ekoi chang ba kan rupees 10 20 ado pi de auto ado nunung na chakan de sir ado su na ekoi bu trouble ya biye ekoi laira bani na ko hochi nangi parent asilak pada kana na su ekoi problem pi de police na su kana su chingdare chingda ekoi lere dana me su electricity je phaja na phange sir adu sir gi minister si ya nunga hena sir ya thank you very much haina su haini thank you
India Today Group ki State of State Award ta Manipur na Most Improved Small State overall amasung Most Improved Small State in Law and Order ki award sing fanglakpada Honorable Chief Minister Shri N. Biren Singh bu thagat pa phongdok chari.
Ikai kumnabada matik charaba Shri Nongthombam Biren Singh Manipur ge Mukhya Mantri na luchingduna paliba sarkar asigi leibak session thabak thauram thausil thaurang kayagi matik charaba khudamamu oina mayam punna short film ama miding tamina khraba matung ngasigi pangthok chagadoriba thauram asigi chief guest president amadi guest of honor oina lingshin bigadoriba sing amuktang ming oina hangachari Chief Guest Oina Lingshin Bigadoriba Ikai Kumnajariba Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur Shri Nongthombam Biren Singh Ngasigi Thorumgi President Oina Lingshin Bigadoriba Ikai Kumnajariba Honorable Deputy Chief Minister Government of Manipur Shri Y. Joy Kumar Singh Amadi Mathang Sitna Ngasigi Thorumasibu Mapung Fahan Binabagi Damakta Lingbirakriba Honorable Ministers Honorable MPs Amadi Honorable MLA Singna Ngasigi Thorumgi Guest of Honor Oina Lingshin Binabagi Damakta Noluk Nahagachari President and guest of honor, first of all, I would like to request Commissioner Planning to felicitate and honor the respected chief guest of today's function and respected President and guest of honor. First of all, Commissioner Planning, respected Sir Shri Devesh Deval, is felicitating the Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, Shri Nongthom Birren Singh, with a shawl and a bouquet. And will felicitate respected President of today's function, Shri Y. Joy Kumar Singh, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Government of Manipur. And will honor respected Sri Thongam Viswajit Singh, Honorable Minister, Works, Power, RD and PR, CNI and IPR, Government of Manipur. And to felicitate the respected guests of honor of today's function, would like to request Ms. Kulkarani, Joint Director, Planning, and Dr. R.K. Radeshna, Joint Director, Planning. Respected guests of honor of today's function, Sri Olukoi, Honorable Minister, Agriculture, Tourism, Veterinary and Animal Husbandry. Honorable Guest of Honor, Sri T.A. Satyabrata, Law and Legislative Affairs, CAF and PD, Labor and Employment. Respected Guest of Honor, Sri O. Henry, Honorable Minister, Social Welfare and Mahood. And respected His Highness Elsana Jauba, Honorable MP, Rajya Sabha. Sir, Honorable Minister Letpao Haukip, Water Resources, Youth Affairs and Sports Department, Government of Manipur. And respected Sir, Honorable Minister Loshi Diko, PhED Printing and Stationery. Respected Sir Awangbao Nyumai, Honorable Minister, Forest, Environment, Climate Change and Sericulture. respected guest of honor, Shri S. Rajan, Honorable Minister, Education, respected Sir P. Sarachandra, and to do the honor, would like to request respected Ms. Mimi Vaifai, ARO Planning, and respected Dr. R.K. Tombisana, ARO Planning. Thank you so much, Ms. Mimi Vaifai and R.K. Tombisana. And to do the honor, would like to request Dr. Rajkumari Sunita, Additional CEO, SLNA Planning, and Homendro, respected Sir, ARO Planning. Thank you so much. In continuation, would like to request the respected Chief Guest, President, and Guest of Honor to please light the ceremonial lamp as a tribute to the Almighty. May I now have the honor to request respected DGP of Manipur, Sri Ellen Kote, for the short PowerPoint presentation.
On this eventful occasion, first of all, I would like to thank the state government under the leadership of Sri N. Biren Singh, the Honorable Chief Minister, who also is our Home Minister. I would like to acknowledge the support and cooperation that we received from the security forces, including the central agencies. I also would like to congratulate the rank and file of the police department for having worked so hard for the past several years and having come this far. I also would like to congratulate other departments under the leadership of our Chief Secretary Sri Rajesh Kumar. Let me proceed with the PowerPoint presentation. Nongpuk Sikmai Police Station has been declared the best police station in the country, and on 2nd December, the Union Home Minister has virtually presented a trophy to the officer in charge. The present strength of Manipur Police is over 30,000, which includes 6 battalions of Manipur Rifles and 11 battalions of India Reserve. During this period, the state police and the forces have arrested a total of 1,727 UGs, 401 arms were seized, 18,900 ammo were seized, 202 hand grenades were recovered, detonators 301, and recovery of over 57 lakhs, including 25,200 kyats Myanmar currency. 84 UGs were detained under National Security Act. 94 had surrendered, and most of them have been rehabilitated. 2 important achievements during this year under the counter-insurgency operation is following the explosion of an ID on 2nd March 2020 near the gate of BSF at Wangjing by Pripa cadres. 2 cadres were arrested and 2.5 kgs of explosive chemicals were recovered. And on 7/11/2020, a combined team of CDO unit Bishnupur and 29 AR arrested 2 NSNIM cadres and recovered 1 AK and 1 9mm pistol. To improve our synergy in the fight against insurgency, we have mechanism at 3 layers. One is the combined headquarters, the strategy operation group, the operational intelligence group. District level coordination committee is also in place. Interaction among the top officials of security forces is taking place on a regular basis. Joint operations on regular basis based on human and techno intelligence has been carried out at regular intervals. Interstate agency coordination also led to arrest of many UGs, smugglers, and anti-social elements. One recent example is that there was a joint operation with Manipur Police with the help of central agencies. 2 KCP top leaders were arrested somewhere in the Nepal border, and 2 days ago they have been brought to Imphal. Security deployment in Greater Imphal areas, district headquarters and prominent towns have been in place. Deployment of police and security forces in far-flung border areas are also in place. Tackling of extortion activities is an issue. Extortion has taken a new dimension. The UGs based in Myanmar resort to SIM cards and some Indian SIM cards through which they call up officials and ask for money. But they are not based here. We are trying our best through whatever means is available at our disposal to tackle this problem. The city patrol units have been set up in Imphal, East and West, Churachandpur, Senapati, Ukhrul district. The Honorable Chief Minister has been very kind to us for allowing us to procure 15 Toyota Innova brand SUV vehicles which are used for city patrols, moving around the city in a prominent fashion, which will help us in controlling crime. A few rescue of kidnapped persons. 2 railway workers of BIPL kidnapped from the work site were safely handed over to the officials by Tamenglong police station. Recently, some BIPL workers who were kidnapped by armed cadres in January were also rescued near Makru Bridge and handed over to the organization. In September, a team of Special Task Force Jiribam rescued 2 minor boys from Kaifundai village in connection with FIR registered at Jiribam PS. Suspension of operation groups. We have 25 UG groups under the KNO and UPF. Altogether, 1,122 KNO cadres are listed on our records, and 1,059 UPF cadres are also listed in our records, housed in 14 designated camps. They are monitoring on a regular basis, monitoring of the activities, preventing them from committing prejudicial activities and antisocial activities is very important for bringing about internal security and maintenance of law and order in the state. The cases registered during this period, 2017, 3,097 cases were disposed of, out of which 988 cases have been charge-sheeted, which is a very high percentage, considering the technical issues involved in investigation of many cases, particularly UG-related cases. 2018, 5,742 cases were disposed of, out of which 792 cases have been charge-sheeted. In 2019, out of 5,115 cases disposed of, the percentage of charge sheet is 862. And 2020, we have submitted 437 cases in charge sheet against disposal of 1673. The figure slightly climbs down because of the pandemic. Detection of foreigners. Foreigners' presence in our state, particularly Bangladeshis, Myanmaris, Rohingyas, is an issue for internal security and the stability of demography in our state. One Bangladeshi was arrested during the period and deported. 31 Myanmaris were arrested and deported for clearance from the Ministry of External Affairs. Rohingyas. We have a large number of infiltration of Rohingyas from various points, particularly by flight and from Jiribam. Altogether, during the period, 77 Rohingyas were arrested and 72 have been deported. There were some minors who were handed over to Social Welfare Department, who were ably handling them and taking good care of their welfare. Buns. It's a bun-free state almost, as we have been declaring every now and then. The number of bun calls during this period is 250 as per our record. The buns and blockade that have been prevented through intervention at the government level, particularly at the Honorable Chief Minister's level and also at our level, is 111. There were 139 buns called for namesake, which are mostly localized and did not affect normal life due to effective security measures. For example, Leikai, a particular market bun, which doesn't have any impact elsewhere. Agitation by Manpack was a major challenge for law and order, for the state police. The entire police machinery was put in action to control the Manpack agitation that we all know, and now know into what incident happened. Ultimately, ILP system came in place on 1st January. Since then, we have not been having major law and order problem in the state. Human trafficking is a very important aspect which is recognized as a global issue by the United Nations, and our government of India also is giving much emphasis on this. We have rescued 231 number of victims, which include mostly Nepalese citizens, registered 23 cases, and 33 accused persons were arrested. The security of railway project and national highways are lifelines. The railway project has been in progress, and we may tend to forget that the project is just coming through Imphal on its own, just like that. But the amount of efforts put in by our security forces to ensure uninterrupted work at railway project sites need to be emphasized. Over 20 companies, which is about 3 battalions of security forces, are guarding the railway project from Ziri to Imphal. Security forces are also deployed at 35 locations along the Imphal-Jiribam road for national highway protection, and at about 36 locations from Imphal-Mau for security duty, and at 36 locations along the Imphal-Moray road. War on drugs. First of all, let me make it very clearly that the Manipur police and the state government is absolutely committed to drugs. Whatever people may say about our commitment, we are 100% committed to drugs, to the extent that even some aberrations that happen within our department from time to time, many of our personnel have been booked under the law, they have landed in jail, some of them have been dismissed, and action is going on. In the year 2017, let me not go through all this, let me flip over these pages very quickly because I have a consolidated statement due to time constraint. This is for the year 2017. This is for the year 2018. This is for 2019. 2020. So this is the consolidated statement. Heroin powder seized during this period is over 64 kilograms. Brown sugar over 287 kilograms. Opium over 684 kilograms. WY tablets 95,51,114. SP tablets 7,69,671. Cup syrup 31,551. Ganja 6.33 kilograms. Pseudoephedrine 49,998 tablets. 25 kg of loose tablets and 35 38 kg of raw foam, ketamine 5127 bottles, 10,755 tablets, and 2.2 kilograms. Simplex C, 16,416 capsules. Destruction of ganja, plantation in an area spread across 7,236.5 acres and 20.51 acres of ganja plantation. Awareness campaign has been going on. Recently, on the advice of our Honorable Chief Minister, I had called village chiefs of poppy affected villages on the 15th, 17th and 24th September, during which we highlighted the penal provisions to them and sought their cooperation and asked them to come up with alternative means of livelihood other than poppy cultivation. PI, Prevention of Illicit Traffic in NDPS Act Advisory Board has been set up on 27 January for detaining habitual traffickers. So far, 3 drug traffickers have been detained under this act. We have set up fast track court of NDPS in April 18. Special NDPS courts covering all the districts have been also set up at the intervention of the state government. Narcotic sales in all the 16 district police have been set up. Pre-trial disposal of seized drugs are done from time to time after following the procedure. Honorable CM led the pre-trial disposal at Pongdong Bam on 26 September 2018. Chief Minister's Trophy for Anti-Drug Campaign was instituted in 2017 to motivate our officers and men in our campaign against drugs. A reward of rupees 10 lakh have been given to 59 police personnel in July 2019 by Honorable Chief Minister. And we have announced a reward of rupees 20 lakh and rupees 10 lakh each to Thobal District Police and Bishnupur Police District on 18 November 2020. The last 1.5 years, Manipur Police busted 8 brown sugar laboratories in Manipur. 29 June, NAB and Thobal Police busted a brown sugar laboratory at Lilong Dam. And in August 19, a team of District Police Thobal busted sugar laboratory at Moizing, Awang Lekai. And in October 2019, a team of NAB and Anjuman busted brown sugar laboratory at Lilong Usoi Pokpi, Sagom Sang, Suktu, Karong, Thobal District. And in December 2019, District Police Thobal, 26 AR busted brown sugar laboratory at Sada Khumbi, Thobal. And December 2019, NAB busted brown sugar lab at Paizang village under Saikut PS. January 20, a team of NAB busted sugar laboratory at Paizang village under Saikul PS. And in October 2020, a team of District Police Thobal busted brown sugar laboratory at Lilong, Hauro, Hangam Thabi under PS Lilong. Thobal District again busted brown sugar laboratory at Moizing, Awang Leikai in October 2020. Conviction rate under NDPS Act. This is very important for us in our fight against drugs. During the period, 110 cases were registered and 132 persons have been convicted under NDPS Act. There is one conviction which has given a sentence for 25 years rigorous imprisonment to a particular accused person. Now we have launched community policing. We are on the community policing mode in full gear to help us in maintaining law and order and help in the fight against insurgency and to improve our efficiency. Honorable Chief Minister launched community policing formally in June 2017. We have set up a Chief Minister's Trophy for community service to motivate our officers and men to have better joint partnership with the community to improve the police functioning, the proficiency and the police image in the eyes of the public. 16 district police have taken up community policing. District police have been taking up various outreach programs like legal awareness, Swachh Bharat Mission, Fit India Movement, Drug Free India campaign. They also established community liaison groups wherein CSOs, club associations, responsible citizens of the locality were involved. The community policing helps us in bringing about peace and normalcy in the state through public cooperation. Modernization of police force, that is important for us to enhance our capabilities. Infrastructure worth 54.6 crores have been created, out of which 10 buildings have been inaugurated by Honorable Chief Minister on various occasions. Which includes Behiang Police Station, a very significant development in view of the Indo-Myanmar border, proximity to the Indo-Myanmar border. Modernization of police forces, particularly I would like to focus on forensic science lab. Some amount has been sanctioned under cyber forensic training laboratory program, and DNA analysis, cyber forensic and other related facilities under Nirbhaya Fund are also being funded. We have 2 mobile forensic teams working throughout the state, which rush to the scene of crime very promptly to assist the investigating officers in scientific investigation. 2 more mobile forensic teams are in the pipeline. Our dog squad has been enhanced by adding 4 more dogs, and Cybercrime Police Station was inaugurated by the Honorable Chief Minister in June 2017. This is an important development. As we know, cybercrime is on the increase, and we all know about the importance of keeping the cyber space free from all types of undesirable activities. Some major achievements of the Cybercrime Police Station, let me highlight. Rioting and mob justice, where the people involved were successfully detected. 12 accused persons who were involved in the rioting and mob justice were arrested in October 2017. Impersonation cases were also handled effectively by the Cybercrime PS. Fraud using technical device has also been sorted out. In one case, that is the Fino Paytech Private Limited, arrested by the Cybercrime PS for fraud committed through a technical device during registration of Indian Nursing Council candidates. The COSEM-BOSEM controversy that we have recently witnessed was handled effectively by the Cybercrime Police Station. And PM Kisan Scheme scam was also handled effectively, successfully, by arresting 8 accused persons. Mobile phone laws, even for mobile phone laws, people approach cybercrime. 1,524 mobile phones were recovered, and financial frauds to the tune of over 16 lakhs were also recovered. For social media crimes or for posting hate materials or inflammatory materials on social media, we have dealt with 89 individuals. We adopted very innovative method of dealing with these people, and then we ensure that the objectionable posts are removed, and they were made to apologize and they were made to clarify. So in the long run, that helps in maintaining communal harmony, social harmony, and stability in our state. The Cybercrime PS also imparted training to 500 personnel of CISF, Assam Rifles and State Police, 200 doctors, 1,823 students have also been given training on cybercrime. Persons arrested during this period, we have registered 165 cases in connection with cybercrime offenses, and which includes 8 female, 51 male, so that means 59 in total were arrested for various offenses. The technical assistance were also provided to the districts by the cybercrime PS. A very technical and expertise inputs were given in connection with investigation of POCSO cases, Wildlife Act cases, then intimidation, threatening, extortion cases, cruelty to animal, abetment to commit suicide. Some weaponry were procured as part of our modernization. We need these weapons to bolster our capability. Promotions were given to the due and eligible police personnel of all ranks on time, which boosts their morale and motivate them to do better. Management of COVID-19 pandemic. Police personnel have been in regular coordination and having joint efforts with health department, and we maintain law and order quarantine and COVID care centers. We enforce lockdown as per SOP. We extend helping hand to the general public in various innovative ways, like some districts have set up a link in Kakching, public grievances cell in Thobal, and various other districts also have set up their own innovative methods to help people in need during COVID times. The Indo-Myanmar border, which is very vulnerable, at Ukhrul, Kamjong, Tengnopal, Chandel, and Churachampur districts, some border fencings, temporary border fencings were carried out. Police department donated a sum of rupees 2.92 crores to the Chief Minister's COVID fund. And our people are committed to launching awareness campaign under Jan Andolan. The number of police personnel affected by COVID-19 so far is 1,530. 1,416 have recovered. We have about 100 active cases, and we have lost 6 numbers of police personnel in COVID. The lockdown collection of fine, 99,516 have been detained under the SOP for violation of lockdown norms. The number of vehicles detained is 51,850. The total fine that we have imposed and collected is to the tune of over 1.33 crores. Sports. In various sports items like karate, international powerlifting, Asian Games, police archery, arm wrestling, national martial arts, then judo, Mr. Manipur, and then all India police wrestling cluster, badminton. The police teams have won gold and brought laurel to the state police department. Bala is a renowned footballer. Now this is a photo session, and I'll leave it to the audience to please have a look. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, respected Sir Shri Ellen Khoti, DGP, Manipur. And next, I would like to request respected Shri Rajesh Kumar, Honorable Chief Secretary, Government of Manipur, to present his presentation.
Most respected Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, Shri N. Biren Singh Ji, respected Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Y. Joykumar Singh Ji, Honorable Council of Ministers, Honorable MPs, Honorable MLAs, DGP, my colleagues from different rank and file of different services. It's an occasion to celebrate Emergent Manipur, the most improved small state. I am feeling very privileged to be here. Ever since this government has taken the charge of administration in March 17, it has never looked back towards realizing the goals and directions of the Honorable Prime Minister, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas. What I am going to show is brief achievements of major key departments. Some departments may not have been covered in this, but it shows that how committed the government is towards development, employment, providing relief to the poor and everybody. Sir, with your kind permission, I'll make a brief presentation. Since the achievements have been enormous, kindly excuse me if I take 5 or 10 minutes extra, sir. I would begin with Jal Jeevan Mission, Har Ghar Nal, the slogan given by Honorable Prime Minister, and the directions of the Honorable Chief Minister. If you see the graph here, the way Manipur has taken up and accelerated installing taps in every house, September 27,384, October 27,747, November 25,524. Manipur is one of the fastest state and is ranking number 6 right now as far as monthly installations are concerned in last 3 months. We are very sure to achieve our annual target of March 21, maybe 15 or 20 days before. And the dream of the government to provide household connection to 4.51 lakhs shall be realized, I hope, before the deadline of March 22. These are some pictures where you can see people are getting tap water in their house for the first time. There have been governments before this government, nobody paid attention to it. I am very, very grateful to the Honorable PM and CM both for directing us and giving us opportunity to serve the people. Now, in this context, I would like to mention about the sanction which Government of India gave under EAP from NDB, 3,054 crores. The Honorable Prime Minister had already laid the foundation stone for first phase, 1052 crores. We have tried to accelerate the pace under direction of Honorable CM, and department has floated tenders for the remaining packages now. We hope to conclude the process by end of January next year so that we can implement the project at a faster pace and give water to everybody. These are the pictures of what PHED is doing under NDB project. It's not that the foundation stones were laid. Actual work is being done intensely and fast. These are other pictures of PHED works. You can just see the pictures are there. The film has already shown a lot. Now, encouraged by what happened with NDB, the Manipur government is trying to get some major projects funded from World Bank, ADB, NDB, others. In this context, the first project, which is Sewerage Project Phase 2, which is projected to be around 1,600 crore, it may come down to 1,400. We are evaluating, but the project is moving fast. Only day before yesterday, Secretary of Urban Development assured that he is going to recommend this project. Second is Manipur IT Special Economic Zone. Though the project was first approved in 2013 January, much progress was not made. Now things are moving very fast. Yesterday, I got a letter from Ministry of Commerce. They are supporting this project for foreign funding. We are asking about 418 crores. Loktak Lake Ecotourism Project is the dream project of the state government. We are targeting it to be funded by ADB or World Bank, plus private investment. So requirement projected by state is 1,350 crore. The Niti Aayog CEO was quite pleased to see the presentation. This project is also at advanced stage. We hope it will be sanctioned in next 6 months' time. Lumfail Path water body development for flood mitigation, drinking water locally, ecotourism, and an integrated development project, an ambitious project state government started by this government, is also likely to be funded by foreign agencies very soon. We have recasted the price to 650 crores. And of course, water security for sustainable water management at the cost of 710 crores. At least 2-3 of these projects are most likely to be sanctioned by April-May, and we are working very, very hard on these. Now, if I go to the works department, I will touch on the works done by the state government directly, excluding what NHIDCL and MORTH is doing. Under Nesrib, this Tupul Bishnupur Kasamkulan Road is almost complete. We are slightly ahead of time. We are ahead of time, and this has been appreciated by Government of India. The bad project of Imphal Kangchup Tamenglong Road, which was started way back in 2010-11, is now at a very fast pace. Every month they are achieving almost 3%. We'll complete this road within the revised timeline, maybe 2-3 months before that. There are other projects which ADB will fund for the state government. One of them is the Imphal Ring Road. Hopefully by February, March, the tenders will be floated, and within next 2-3 months, the contractors shall come to site. The project cost is 915 crores. Then we are trying to approach the Ministry of Finance for integrated Manipur state road projects, which is an ambitious project but likely to be sanctioned. It will take about 12 months' time. There are 9 ongoing national highway projects under state government of 700 crores, 2 bridges of 44 crores. There are NEC projects of 200 crores and NER SDS of 150 crore. Now, if you see the roads, what on the left side, what used to be the road, what the roads are there after construction is over. Beautiful roads. In this context, I would like to go back to the film which was shown, where Honorable CM and Honorable Gadkari ji had laid foundation stone of 3,000 crore worth road. Besides this, the ministry is going to invest 16,000 crore more on very important roads. Some of them I will just mention: the elevated corridor from civil secretariats up to airport to Kanchipur, a new alignment at the foothill of Imphal to Moirang, Tamenglong Haflong Road, Imphal Jirbam Road, and many more. Manipur's road connectivity shall improve tremendously in next 2 years, thanks to the intervention of Honorable Prime Minister, our Chief Minister, and Mr. Gadkari. Mahud also has moved very, very well. In Swachh Bharat Mission, they have constructed 37,565 toilets for the people. They have released 29 crores of money. In Swachh Sarvekshan 2020, Jiribam and Kakching did very, very well, getting Cleanest City and Best City awards respectively. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana in urban area Nagar Panchayat is picking up fast now, and we shall cover all the beneficiaries in shortest possible time. I am quite glad that in the recent Pragati meeting taken by Honorable Prime Minister, the Secretary Urban Development had made a presentation It's a matter of pride. Thank you so much, sir, Honorable CM, sir. Sir, you really drove us very hard. Manipur is the best performing state among smaller states. We are far ahead of any state in Northeast and Himalayan states. And sir, it is our commitment to you that in December we'll complete 2,000 more beneficiaries and we'll sustain the memento and help our street vendors who faced a lot of hardship during COVID time. We will remain to be in top position. We are confident of that. If you see the picture, cleaning of Nambol River, what it used to be on the left side, what it is now, it's an eye-opener. The right-hand bottom picture, Honorable CM is distributing PM Sonidhi. We will continue to have these events again and again. In Amrit, the state has done very, very well. The GIS-based master plan in Imphal city has been done. Local area planning is being done. Online building permission system has started. So we are moving in urban areas also very, very well. Now, that is what will happen. This is the integrated city command center building on the left top side. The mall road in Thangal Bazar is under good progress. Nompok Thong at Imphal River. And we had just gone and seen how this command center works. So it's going to be operational very, very soon. In power department, the major achievements are, very recently, the government had signed MOU with NHPC, LDHCL is a subsidiary of them, to go for 66 megawatt Loktak downstream. This project was not moving forward. The government has taken right initiatives and the project will commence very soon at site. In fact, sir, NHPC has floated tender, sir, to select a contractor. Honorable CM wanted to increase the number of prepaid meters in Manipur. We have got assistance from REC. 2 lakh prepaid meters are now being installed very soon. The tender committee has passed the award of work. The street lights in all the district headquarters and major sub-division headquarters are a matter of concern. We again have finalized more than 1,200 street light additional lamps plus 40 high mast lamps. Not only this, Power Department has come recently with a proposal of 1.4 crore to make about 1,000 other lights which are existing but some components are missing. Government of India had sanctioned 20,000 solar street lights. Our young officers in the field, the DC and others are working very hard in close collaboration with Manirada. Every day 100 plus lamps are being installed. And people are seeing lights into the hospital, in the district headquarters, the block headquarters. Beautiful pictures come in the group every day. This is going to give a lot of satisfaction to people in Manipur. We have requested Ministry to give us 20,000 more light to cover the Laikais also. In rural development and Panchayati Raj, Narega is doing very well. 46 man-days of works have provided job to 5.2 lakh households. 94% labor budget has been achieved. We got 737 crore release in March, which is under utilization. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, the government of India is giving us more money, more houses will be covered very, very soon. NRLM is doing wonders in the state. There are 2,026 SSGs and they are actively engaged into productive activities. DDU, JKY, 1390 people have got placed out of 2330 trained. These are some of the pictures of Rural Development Department. On the left side is a Anganwadi under MNREGS, a trainee who got a job offer letter from the hands of Honorable CM, some roads and other things. Transport Department used to be a small department, has become a very key department now. The heli services we had seen in the documentary film which was shown earlier. 5 heliports are being developed at Jiribam, More, Tamenglong, Thanlon, Parbhum at the cost of 40 crores. The money will be reimbursed by Government of India as 90-10 pattern, and Honorable CM has given 10 crores from Development Corpus Fund to initiate the work now. Within 6 to 9 months, all these helipads should be completed. Loktak Inland Waterways, we have got 26 crore from Government of India. We have got the clearance from the court. Very soon the work is going to begin.
The Transport Department also has taken up e-payment, e-challan system with dealer point registration and online permit system. It was launched by Honorable CM recently on 28 September of this year. We have also established Institute of Drivers Training and Research Center in Imphal East. Transportation Department has done a good job during evacuation of people when 24 Shramik special trains came and we evacuated successfully 23,299 people who were outside Manipur. 1,063 buses were arranged. Too many flights came. It was a good teamwork under overall guidance of Honorable CM. In fact, I want to thank my predecessor. He really intensely followed with all of us. A good work was done by the entire team. Before I go to tourism sector, I just want to mention about some other key activities which are happening. Our new airport terminal. The work has been awarded by Airport Authority of India. It's going to start very soon. There was a review with the railways to bring rail line up to Tupul, preferably by December 21, directly under the guidance of Honorable CM. The GM had come and met Honorable CM, and we are meeting them every weekly at the level of ACS and twice in a month at my level. We are hopeful that the train should reach Tupul before December 21. So railways and civil aviation are also covered. Tourism can provide employment to the people who really need it. Manipur has potential for giving lots of jobs in tourism and IT. We have the best second air connectivity in Northeast. Our climate is good, the hills are good, the lake is good. I don't have to highlight these. And the roadmap of tourism which our department is thinking to take up eco-tourism project at Loktak, which I mentioned earlier. Imphal Mandale bus services, then homestay concepts, some PPP projects, some ropeways, some golf course. If you see the circles on the right side, which Honorable CM mentioned very recently when he had laid the foundation stone of Irang Bridge, our foreign tourist arrival in this government has grown to 12102, 12,000 plus, sir, in the year 1920. That's a great achievement. The foreign tourists coming in such large number. Domestic tourists, of course, the inflow is always high. Now, this slide shows what we were thinking to do with the mega tourism project at Loktak. It will promote eco-tourism, but also link up with homestay, trekking, water sports, adventure sports. It will have resorts. It will have a golf course. It has a lake view cottages, water bodies, jetties, children's area, birds view tower. It's very, very professionally being made. I had met the ADB country head who has now gone to Manila, and they are very keen to fund this project. Once this comes, it will generate job for at least 10,000 people. These are the pictorial imagination of what we are trying to do there. During COVID time, our tourism department, under the direct guidance of Honorable CM, had tried to sustain the livelihood of people. Some homestay at Loktak were still there. Homestay guidelines were also released, and tour operators were given financial assistance. We tried to sustain them and make them run the establishment to the extent possible. Many important projects have been completed in the last 3 years, like development Northeast Tourist Circuit Imphal to Khongjom. The picture tells all. Then Thangal Sarung, Marjing Polo Complex and Henang. We are getting a ropeway at Henang very soon. The work will be awarded. We have got approval of Government of India. It's targeted at 35 crores estimate or something around that. Now, this Khongjom Imphal circuit is under Swadesh Darshan scheme of the present government. Integrated tourist circuit at Tupul has been completed. And we have a spiritual circuit which is ready for inauguration. Sri Vijay Govinda Temple, Sri Govindaji Temple, Sri Gopinath Temple, Sri Bungshri Budhan Temple. We will request Honorable CM to give a date to us so that a program could be organized and these projects could be dedicated to the public of Manipur. Our planning department, I think everybody knows, very, very important to coordinate between donor, NLC, and the schemes of NEC, which are mainly NLCPR, NECIRS, and HADP. some special assistants there, but their coordinating role is very, very important, and I think they're the host of the host department program today. So nothing more to be said. At 19 hill and remote location with 60 crores, one-time assistance 17-18 was used, and we made transit accommodation. Beautiful buildings have been made: Chandel, Kankokpi, Churachandpur, Singat. 7 women's market at district headquarters. Again, in the first year of this government, Churachandpur, Chandel, Kankokpi, again Senapati. These buildings were never seen earlier. The startup scheme of this government is providing much needed assistance to the people, and a lot of good things have happened. All of you know about that, so I'm not going to say much about it. But a big thank to the government to launch this scheme and sustain it, and now we are going to intensify our efforts to cover more and more beneficiaries. In commerce and industries, the department is working intensely on ease of doing business. In fact, there were 4 reforms mandated by Finance Minister of Government of India under Atmanirbhar Bharat. One was ease of doing business, one was One Nation, One Ration Card, one was power sector reform, and one was water charges, sewerage, property tax. Sir, we are doing pretty well ahead of many states in India. By end of December, hopefully all 4 reforms will be completed. And that will allow us to borrow 2% more money. And during this COVID crisis, that additional borrowing will help us take up more projects and more development in the state. MSME is doing very, very well. I will not read out the slide because I think time is limited. Some new project which are in pipeline is Mega Food Park at Yaithabu Local, Food Testing Lab at Nilaputi, Ready to Serve Juice Line at Nilaputi again, Scientific Slaughterhouse, Revival at Tea Estate, Honey Clusters, Wood Carpentry, Cement, Bamboo. So it's a multi-discipline, multi-department effort. We are all coordinating with each other as a team very, very well. I must compliment all the directors and secretaries and chief engineers. They are really working as a good team. School Fagat Hansi Mission is an initiative of Honorable Chief Minister. I won't say much on this because Sir will surely cover in his speech. So it's not fair for me to dwell too much. Social welfare, again, is working at different schemes. It's a department which really looks after the needy people, old age people, children, women, adults and girls. And extremely active department, but they will be more active, I hope so. Here we can see that the Honorable Minister handing over old age pension scheme to a beneficiary. They had a workshop on drug policy. Health department, we all know about Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, PMJ, and CMST, an initiative of Honorable Chief Minister. 2.57 lakh beneficiary card were given under PMJ, and 24,613 beneficiaries have been treated so far free of cost. 3.63 lakh CMST cards given under our state government's initiative, and it has already treated 41,962 beneficiaries free of cost. The numbers are bound to increase. State Health Agency is very active. These pictures will explain everything. I don't have to explain on that. The good news is that the state government is trying to increase MBBS seat in Jennings by 50. We are quite hopeful that we'll get the permission. Second thing is that the Churachandpur Medical College, which was sanctioned by Government of India, we got the first installment 75 crore released. The state government, sir, it's a pressure on us, you are directing us, but we'll try to start the first year MBBS from September at Churachandpur in 2021. We have applied for that. We are hopeful, fingers crossed. We should pass, we will not fail. Health and Wellness Center, the numbers are increasing. In 17-18, when the government came, the scheme was not there. We started with 29 in 2018-19. 19-20 we did 115, now we are at 154. We are going to complete all this program within the timeline given by Government of India. The PSC, UPSC, SCs, the numbers are increasing every year. The bar diagram shows that the growth is there. And the number of people who come to the Health and Wellness Center has increased substantially. It was 356 previous year, now it is 81,726. And we are going to make them re-energized. give focus to them so that more and more people can go to the HWC. 41,962 CMHT beneficiaries have been treated free of cost, as I mentioned earlier, and these are figures as on 1st December. We all will remember that very recently, the Honorable Chief Minister had laid the foundation stone for minor irrigation scheme and groundwater. 375 schemes at the cost of 235 crores have been sanctioned and under active implementation by MI right now. It will create irrigation potential of 9641 hectare. Similarly, 550 tube wells, dug wells at the cost of 62 crores have been sanctioned, and it will give additional irrigation. Orange, lemon, chakao, high-yielding paddy and maize. The total area is 37,500 hectare. And this is substantial. One good thing which was done by the government, it was again the direct initiative of Honorable CM. We created a corpus fund to buy the fruits and other products which were perishable so that the farmers do not incur loss, and then it was transported out of state. If we see the year-wise sales and volumes of organic products in Mission Organic, our quantities are going up. The color of the graph, the right side bars are always so big, and there is exponential growth into the sale of products. Chakao increased from last year 500 to 1500 lakhs, and King Chili is almost same value. Turmeric has increased by 6 lakhs. Total sale value is 66.68 crore, and the quantity sold is 22,350 MT. Manipur got the best state award for North and Northeast also. Fishery department has got very activated in last 2-3 years time, and they are working intensely, and major projects are being taken up by them. In the recent Atma Bharat, the finance minister has made an announcement about fishery revolution. Our department has taken up the projects with the government of India. The sanctions are awaited. The moment sanctions come, they will roll the scheme and implement it at ground. MOPC is extending assistance to the needy boys and girls. The hostels have been also constructed. A lot of infrastructure has come up. They got very good amount sanctioned in March this year, and again for next year the projects have been submitted. So this department is doing very, very well. Environment Forest is quite active, is full of talent. The officers of IFS are highly qualified. They have spent about 58 lakhs in conservation of Amur Falcon. We saw the news recently. Bamboo mission is being implemented in the right manner. They also got some KFW project of 21.80 crore. We had recent review, and the department is on the right track. Kampa is under implementation, and the targets of Atmanirbhar Bharat, I think they will achieve in time. There are some ecotourism projects taken up under NEC funding by the department, some cottages made at Andro. These are the pictures of those. One important scheme is Pradhan Mantri Wan Dhan Yojana. They have got VDVK, their numbers are 100, 1,557 self-help groups, and they have 30,000 plus beneficiaries, and you can see the picture of the products they make. This is a real employment generation scheme, especially in the hill areas. All these projects are available and seen. This is one good achievement of the present government, among many. Sericulture project, they are trying to revive and try to expand it to many-fold under the direction of Honorable Minister, and the department also very proactively working. I hope that sericulture potential of Manipur shall be realized more in coming days and months. IT department of Manipur is one department which can create thousands of jobs. The IT Special Economic Zone has been revived, as I mentioned earlier, is foreign funding, hopefully for the processing zone, will come through. Non-processing zone will go into public-private partnership. This is prime 27-acre land in Mantipuri, opposite Secretariat. Our SWAN network has been further expanded, and we are reaching to the blocks and districts, and cooperation of DCs are appreciated. The 4G connectivity in Manipur, I think we are doing pretty well in northeastern states, and we are targeting that by end of March next year, at least 85% habitation should have 4G connectivity, if not 90% plus. So every agency, I must appreciate the work done by Airtel, Jio, BBNL, and BSNL. They are all working as a team. The e-office project, which was launched under direct guidance and orders of Honorable CM, has taken off very well. So we are very proud to say we have done it 100% Secretary in less than 2.5 months, where many key ministries of government has taken not less than 3 months. Now, the IPS officers across the state, the forest service officers, their accounts have been created. Many DCs are using, they send me letters and files. So head of departments also onboarding. So the ambition of the team is that by March or June, 85% of entire government functioning should be on e-office to bring in transparency, reduce leakages, delays, and also have a paperless environment. It has been accepted very, very well. I want to compliment 2 officers, sir, with your kind permission. One Undersecretary Hira was in ICU, and he was using e-office and working. I hope Hira is here. Second is Nalin Thang. He is still not COVID-free, but this young boy works every day. He has never denied any work. I have never spoken to him, but every day I get a lot of files from him, and he does work in time. So that's the advantage of e-office. We can be moving anywhere and working anywhere. We are leading in the Northeast. We started slightly later as compared to Arunachal and others, but we are actually doing very, very well. This is the pictorial depiction of IT Special Economic Zone, which is going to come through, become a reality. Now, if I come to Triple IT Manipur, though it was started by previous government, no concerted effort was taken up to take up the construction of proper buildings for the city campus and main campus. We are grateful to Honorable Chief Minister for approving whatever proposal we sent in time. It's a matter of privilege for me to say that Triple IT construction will start in reality now. In fact, we are entrusted to Manipur Police Housing Corporation. The ministry has agreed, the funds have been arranged, and very, very soon the 40 stone laying ceremony will happen, the building will come up. And it will add IT manpower to IT SEZ, which is also coming up close by. We are also reviving the state data center. I think the data center shall be revived by March next year only. The MyGov team has been re-energized, and they are doing a yeoman job for taking care of government's efforts and works. And e-office, of course, I mentioned. The law department also has acted very proactively. One additional sessions court was inaugurated on 27 June of 17. New family courts have come up in Imphal East, Thobal and Bishnupur. ADR Center has been opened. Special courts under the NDPS were opened, and a lot more. TN Hills, as we know, they take up scholarships, special assistance under travel sub-scheme. Under Article 275, a huge amount goes and schemes are implemented in every hill district properly by Tribal Affairs. They are trying to use IT also to ensure there is more transparency, accountability, and the work done are verified properly. Emphasis is given to particularly vulnerable tribal groups, and our Director of Tribal Welfare had just briefed me that he is really going to take care of this project in a more meticulous manner. NEC funding is also available to them. With these words, sir, I might have taken 5-6 months more. I am not satisfied. The government has done so much, but time is so limited. We just want word of encouragement and blessings, and the people sitting here in this audience and the ones who are watching it.
Honorable Minister, Forest and Environment and Sericulture, Government of Manipur, Sri S.A.S. Awangbaw Nimai, to say a few words regarding today's function.
My humble respect to our Honorable Chief Minister, Manipur, who is also the chief guest of the most remarkable day celebrating Emergent Manipur, the most improved state. Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Honorable Ministers, Honorable Advisors, Honorable Chairmen, Honorable MLAs, respected and gentlemen, the new era of peace and progress in the state begins on 15th of March 2017, when the Honorable Chief Minister Sri N. Viren Singh was swearing as the new Chief Minister to lead the BJP-led government. There was speculation among the people after the declaration of the result of the general election that whether a stable government will be formed or whether Sri N. Viren Singh, the Honorable Chief Minister, will be able to lead the state. Whether the state new government led by Honorable Chief Minister will last long or not. That was the speculation in the minds of everybody in the state. The new history begins on the 15th of March 2017, and our Honorable Chief Minister began his day on the 16th of March 2017 with a meeting of new cabinets at Hotel Grande. the main task that the new chief minister took up was to bring peace. Manipur was going through lots and lots of hardship for 132 days because of economic blockage. The new government challenges was how to bring peace in the state. The new government believes that unless there is peace in the state, whatever plans we may have, whatever we try to do, it will not succeed. And it will not be people's government. Honorable Chief Minister led the team of cabinets and decided to invite the groups who are launching agitation against the government's decision. Government invited the UNC with a very sincere effort, with a very sincere appeal. So the agitating organization accepted the invitation. An economic blockade was lifted on 20 March 2017. Why there was such a long economic blockage in the past, and how our Honorable Chief Minister Sri N. Biren Singh and the new government could lift this economic blockage within 3 days. Miyamna yam seriously khanbasu leiram gani, seriously khandabasu leiram gani. How it happened in 3 days' time, when the previous government could not do anything for 132 days. Akoina ngam khiba Honorable Chief Minister N. Biren Singh na lujingba government ngam khibadi. Lairiba government asi people's gidamakdani. Mayam nungsi chana na lairabadi Manipur asi anoba Manipur, nungaiba Manipur, develop oiba Manipur, uzava phangani haibagi thazaba adugi makhada. Akoina problems is soft on ba khoi sincerity utpakanda. Yam lure na khaliba. Even Honorable Prime Minister was so concerned about the situation in Manipur. Manipur is a small state, but everybody, even the media, the entire country, watch Manipur 24 hours. Mayam na khoi bu yengi. Kamani yengi. Pazabo oina u. Pazabo oina yengbra. Sidi pazareda hana ubra. Yam tongan ba kana kumba khoi ubakanda. Mayam aduda focus story yeng bani. Likewise Manipur state busu mayam na yengi. Kariyo ni urame in the past. What they see. Every morning the headline we will see that somebody has been killed, that somebody has been beaten up, that somewhere there is a ban, that somewhere there is blockade. Newspaper ge headline that niti ge sik ubapang. So ayukta haugallaga national paper the orisu state paper the orisu ko aspect of the Manipur the kana gumana ban amuka kaure. Kana gumana kana bu hat khreya bu ubuduni. Aduni mayam no yengi bududi. What's happening? How many people are killed today? How many bans have been announced today? How many days ban has been going on? Aduni ne mayam no ubudo. It is not that mayam no Manipur bu yeng masi Manipur se phazareda haina ude badu matamna. And they continue to watch Manipur today. And today they saw a new Manipur. Now what India today have seen, not only India Today's magazine, but the entire medias in the country, they have been watching Manipur. They have seen something so different. And this all happens in 3 years' time. And why it happens? It's all because the leader of the state, its attitude, its sincerity in running the government. Siyam lain na topanate. Chahi kyamrum last 15 years. Chakhiba government wa khoi cheibanate, but we have seen that. Khoi uduna lapuni, and today we are seeing this. Ngasi akhoi honorable Chief Minister ki luching makhada. Within this year, akhoi na hauramba, adu akhoi na muka utpangamba du akhoi respected Chief Secretary na briefly pibikre. Akhoi respected DGP na so briefly pibikre. It's a miracle. See, akhoi ilai na thokpanante. Ngasi asikhatanate. There are many more which we can celebrate. Our respected Chief Secretary has just mentioned about the achievement of BDBK, TriFed. Manipur has been declared as the champion state of TriFed. Champion state. Akhoi opportunity piba kanda, we can be the best, but it has to happen, and it will happen only when there is peace. Many may be able to do many things, but to bring peace and bridge the gap between one person to another is the most difficult part, which many people cannot, which many leaders cannot do, but our government, led by our Honorable Chief Minister, have done that. Today, the Honorable Prime Minister wants the entire state of the country to have online portal, to monitor illegal transportation of forests and its products. Manipur is the first state to launch online portal. We could be the best in everything given a chance to us. In spite of being a small state, Manipur was popular in the past as the most trouble-torn state. Now Manipur has been changed overnight into the most progressive, most advanced state. We can still be the past in all our performance when we respect one another, when we love one another, when we have a good leader. There are lots and lots of good people. We are the same people who are there in the last government also. The same officers are there in the last government. But opportunity was not given because there was no peace. We have to spend our entire year, entire day fighting for maintaining law and order without really going deep down and diagnose the actual issue, why there is ban, why there is blockade, why there is trouble. We have to diagnose that. And our Honorable Chief Minister begins with this. As I said, he begins his day on the 16th of March 2017. He sent a team of MLAs, including our Honorable Minister PACD and myself, to go and talk to those people. We delivered, we conveyed the message given by our Honorable Chief Minister. The approach was so humble from our Honorable Chief Minister and the government that they couldn't resist, but they have to accept it. And so it all began a day of peace. Again, for more than 600 days, 9 dead bodies in Churachampurs were refused to bury. A history in the world. And what they do they try to explore ways and means to find out a solution to resolve the problem? They didn't do. I would like to appeal to the people. We all want peace. We have to know and realize why that happens those days and what is happening today. Numit chatruk henna asiba habchang phumo yadaduna leibasi maram karigino kamain tosera noina pamdu kreno hena thisu thinangai hotna daduna lakba sida. It all began in May 2015. It was lying in the morgue in Churchampur Hospital. And when this new government comes, our Honorable Chief Minister, he reached out to the people, say why, what is your grievance, what is your problems, what do you want me to do, what do you want the governments to do. They express their feelings, and we try to explore together. An amicable solution was brought. An honorable burial took place in September 2017. That was the year when we began the new government. What more can you expect from a leader who could do such things, from a government who could do such things, if this solution can be brought? There are many, many issues which we can easily solve. And we can live peacefully. Today we live peacefully, we travel peacefully, we go everywhere peacefully. Those days, a minister doesn't dare to venture to a place unless they were covered by militaries or the police. But today we travel without much security, we travel with a few security personnel everywhere, anywhere, we sleep everywhere. That is the life that everybody wants. That is what people want the governments to do, and our government has been doing that. I salute each and everyone who contribute in bringing peace and prosperity in the state. We have so many things coming up. Our Honorable Chief Minister's guidance, under his guidance, now what we have been seeing, Nambol River, how we have been witnessing today and what we have seen in the past. I will not take much time. We have to realize that trouble doesn't just come like that. And trouble cannot be solved by itself. Trouble comes when we do something wrong. It can be solved when we give a right approach. Our state can move forward much better than today. With all these plans that are coming up, our state will become a dream state for the entire country, a destination for lakhs of people in the world. But one thing is, we have to give a cooperation to whatever our leader dream to do. ILP hairo bill ahum puthoe people singe po opinion lobby de asidi yaning de hairabusu bulldoze tonangai torame. But this new government, we approach to the people with tender heart, with a very, very soft approach. We make people understand. They are happy. Now we got more than what we have been trying. We got more than what we have been expecting. We never thought we will get ILP. It doesn't just come like that. But leader na karamain approach toruga mayam na pamba aduba thungba ngamoidra haina akhoi na kiraga adu de khatang hantharabasu haina tawba kanda mi si mina pho thoktuna leringe sida hojik anoba government laba kanda akhoi na khoi de wakhanda di pamjarga ngamoidra haibu pot adu yam lai na ngamba kanda akhoi yam lai na khali. But this doesn't come so easily. I salute our Honorable Chief Minister. I salute all the Honorable Ministers, officers, the media people, the entire people of the state. Let us move forward. With this, I conclude my speech.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, Forest and Environment and Sericulture, Government of Manipur, Sri S.A. Awangbao Nyumai. Now I would like to request Honorable Minister, PHED, Government of Manipur, Sri Loshi Dekho, to address the gathering.
Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Honorable Ministers, Honorable MPs, Honorable MLAs, all my respected high-ranking officials, rank and files of the different departments, media friends, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to give a big congratulations to our Honorable Chief Minister and the people of Manipur for this great day, achieving a very, very, very high achievement. God has been so good to us. God has made Manipur as a very, very beautiful state. He planned Manipur so systematically to live according to His plan, His purpose, and His will. But there are many times we have failed. For that, we could not achieve His plans. Today, when we see progress in our state, I can understand that our people have been realizing to understand what God has planned for us. It is our plan, it is our wish, it is our hope that we want to live in peace, that we want to develop our state. In this particular department also. Therefore, I want to call upon my people, Manipur people, to cooperate, to participate in any kind of development, in any kind of initiative taken up by the government. We should not stay idle and keep criticizing each other. No, we have to give our best. Then only we will be able to bring change. Therefore, once again, I want to congratulate and salute every one of you on this historic day. I want to conclude my speech by sharing a small example which we all know about the story of the River Jordan, the famous Dead Sea, the famous Sea of Galilee. Dead Sea is a famous sea, and the Dead Sea received water from River Jordan. The same thing, even the Sea of Galilee received water from River Jordan. Both have the same source of water. Both are very, very popular seas, but they have the different characteristics. That sea never allowed water to go out from its source. They keep the water there, and then water is never allowed to go outside. So it has become useless for people to drink and the habitations and living beings to live. The water becomes so salty, not consumable, because it never come out. It never intend to give to people. But whereas the Sea of Galilee gives out water to other people, and outside it allowed it to flow out. Therefore, it has different kind of vegetations, lives, different kind of fishes, which are not found in the world. This is a distinct example compared between these two great seas. Ladies and gentlemen, today, if you love Manipur, we should give our best. We should try to give what we have, the best thing that we have, the idea, the resources, or the contribution that you can make within yourself. That we have to give. We cannot keep everything within ourselves like the Dead Sea. We have to give ourselves out so that our people will be blessed, our state can be blessed, we can be blessed on this historic day. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe I want to make a right choice, and I believe you and me will make a right choice to be like the Sea of Galilee that we give out and make Manipur a vibrant state. With these few words, may God bless Manipur. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, PhD, Government of Manipur, Sri Lucy Rico. Now I would like to request Honorable Minister, IFCD and Youth Affairs and Sports Government to Manipur, Sri Letpao Haokip, to say a few words.
Honorable Chief Minister Manipur, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, my colleague ministers, Honorable MLAs, MPs and different departments, officers, Chief Secretaries and DGP Manipur. There is an old saying, if you want people listen to your speech, give them one moment of humor. Today, NPF people are better in English, and NPP will be convenient in Manipuri. I'll speak in Manipuri. Ngasi lengbe ba chin naw khuding mak hai riba tok thore ba sarkar na tore ba pot chi sida hanjin ngang badi malaga akhoi sarkar akhoi isai thanta thagat chaba man ba pot su man bra na mu hai ba adubu hajikan ge te chidi sida nang na tawba nang ge achievement do asit tawe do
utpam changbagi kaino ma matam ama oye na khale chumi sarkar akhoina piklingai dagi ban haiba blockade haiba adagi Manipur strike haiba adagi kali haiba akhoigi maya ama legra lekai amda nupi ama mai nupa na phura mena baneta taubi Manipur ge hauna bi ama handaki sarkar sida adum badu kitang handa barana hailing bapot ama aduna chanarami ba tongnare ba office ta secretary ta ngasai gi nupi emana haiba Manipur gi police na lungai phambi da ayuk da raw na machale lupa tara kun khomaga adagi chak tok pada mung chala tara kun khomba nong moda ahum lak mari da lungai phambi da otpi bane bi ba mayam ase adagi hainarami lising yang kai hen na khawda kanu police na lising yang kai habade mi hatto pesa lo bani haiba haidrane haibane hojikti leitre Manipur police na yam phajana public ka loina na chaminare office su senja thomja gi kanna hainaram de thaina nongmei punaraga financial year March ki 31st numit sida paisa thomba nongmei namba adu tawba mayam am da hojik leitre sina takpadi Manipur kitang di mamang thana chali haiba pot to ni da aina lak chaning ba point di ahoi sai than ta phai haiba nati thok lei ba tawri ba train sing sigi pot sing si lady ba praja si sina Manipur gi praja sing sina kitang yang bio judgment of Manipur haige masi sarkar si kayam phage phat gi do ahoi na haiba da na taba to thore ba pot sing sida Delhi da haina bani Manipur da gas cylinder lising ani pi bani na lawai phuna bani economic blockade to bada lising ani hen na su lo bai yaure thaina chani khak pi ba cylinder to masi ahong ba lai aduna akhoi gi lambi mai kai si la le na kan break pha da na mamai le na bahut mara bada akhoi gari gi makhon thokpa dauna tawba amu su yawi prajana bhab tabi gani aduna akhoi state ama leimak ama semdok pada chahi manga sitin mali prajana mathangda chahi manga khakamaga masigi team si sarkar si pahalaga Manipur si mang tha halaga we will go in par with other development state akhoi na chahi manga amuk ka pai ga di chawkhat pa leibak sing asiga chap manana akhoi chawkhat pa ngam gani haiba thajaba lei maram di achumba kitang phaba mioi bagi oiba human gi oiba wakhan lon akhoi gi boss na akhoi gi honorable CM na praja gi oiba kitang kanaba chief minister gi haksel gi tengbang kari sunata na khalamaya officer sida phami ba paisa pai ba singdi khonggang da le ba yam laira le ta ba ichini naw singgi chief minister gi haksel gi tengbang da layeng jaba ngam jaba sing sidi makhura ni lo laga khoirumi ni noi punsiu ko noi kitang sangna praja gi seba tobiu ko haidala ase hairubada akhoi isa thanta thagat chaba manba adubu aina haijani iboti Manipur da ban le handaba ana laira le ta singi layeng bagi pesa pebe ba leita ba singi yum sabe ba human touch oiba thabak activities khara paikat ba hoi khoi gi bible de su anoba kariya ama khoi gi pastor gumba thempu ko ni khoi na anoba la di anoba rule la e hai aduna rule kitang thaina chenara ba train da ahong bala kanda
khangba ngamdaba officer complaint tawbasu lerambasu yai adubu yengbiu sigi pandam sarkar sigi pandam di lebak chawkhatpa chinga tamga mari samnaba laira lete singi mateng tawba Manipur si khitang chawkhal hausi haibagi wakhallon da maigai sida yenga chachabani da mayamgi sojok mayamgi support PBO Manipur chawkhatpa Manipur adagi nungsi chanana chinga tamga leminaba Manipur ama koira sanu haina ai soina tension jigi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, IFCD, Youth Affairs and Sports, Government of Manipur, Shri Letpao Haokep. Now, I would like to request Honorable Minister, Works, Power, RD, NPR, CNI, IPR, Government of Manipur, Shri Thongam Viswajit Singh, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. सबको प्रणाम करता हूं मैं. Most beloved Honorable Chief Minister, Shri N. Biren Singh Ji, Deputy Chief Minister, Shri Y. Joy Kumar Singh Ji, all my minister colleagues, Honorable MLAs, MP, and other dignitaries on the dais. Sub-Secretary Manipur, DGP Manipur, all the administrative secretaries, high rank personalities from different security forces, and personalities from intelligence. Members of the Jila Parishad and the elected representative from the local body, all the head of departments, officers of the states and the central government, ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends. I don't know why I feel very happy today at this moment. As a Manipuri, as a minister in charge under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister, I feel very happy today because this is a very proud moment and a pride of everyone in the state and who's here with us. At this juncture, I should appreciate and congratulate all the bureaucrat officers and those officers who are working along with us. And I should say this is the collective effort. And now I do remember something which was launched by our Prime Minister Modi ji. That was the Sankalp Ke CD. It was a movement for the 5 years, started from 2017 to 2022, to make a new India that was called a New India movement. And this scheme is very important for us to make a new Manipur in the state because it focuses mostly on the social issues only. And I maybe mention some of the issues. Some of the issues are to make the clean India, to make the literate India, to make poverty-free India, to make the corruption-free India, and to make the terrorism-free India, to make the communalism free India and to make the caste discrimination free India. This is very important. So as we did our Sankalp, so we are just achieving this award. And in India today, States of the States study rank us at the first position. So I don't need to explain about the achievement of the Manipur because as everyone has witnessed by the short story and as explained by the DGP and the Chief Secretary. And how Birenji brought back the peace in the state, and what is peace and what is unity. We came to know everything, we understand fully. And how many leaders were there in the past. So Birenji is not a leader who ruled the state in the past. So as Birenji did his Sankalp, so we are achieving, we are actually getting the city. So this is just the beginning of the era of the development and change in Manipur. And there was, I remember something also. So there was Sarvodaya, and there was Antiodia, and there is Sabka Saath, Sabka City, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. With that mantra, Birenji brought every changes in the state. So my colleague ministers and every MLAs and MPs, I would urge to continue and spend our effort to get more and more award in our future. This is very important. We need to resolve and to get this city. So the most precious thing what we have delivered to the people of the state was peace. Without peace, nothing can be possible. Birenji became the chief minister, and he came to know without peace, nothing is possible. So he just initiated the two missions. That was the Go to Hill mission and Go to Village mission. Because he brought back the lost trust among ourselves. And he brought back the love and affections which we had from the time immemorial. So I personally congratulate our Chief Minister and his ideas and his creatives. So far he has delivered to the people of the country, to the state. And as I mentioned, these all are collective effort of all the politicians, all the bureaucrat officers, all the officers, everyone. Without our responsibility, it is not possible to achieve anything. And as a spokesperson of the government, I would like to clarify, and I would like to say something about the politics also. So we have different parties in different political parties in the state also and in the country. But so how they are alleging to achieve such a award, particularly by the Congress party, made this allegation to the BJP-led government. This is some sort of the senseless, as how we made it, how we have been awarded by India today. Is India today a body made by us, made by this government? I would ask to them, without any justification, how India government can max us award and position to the state. So all the political parties are trying to dominate something to one another. This is the thing. So I would request to all the people of the Manipur, this is useless things what they have created, an allegation made towards the BJP-led government. So, and I feel, and I would request to all the political parties, we should learn the appreciation, recognition, and thanksgiving. If I do something good, if anybody who may be my enemy, who may be my this thing, but if somebody, even if my enemy does a good job, so we should try, we should say something, at least thank you. We should recognize his achievement or something. And about, so I'll give how Birenji delivered the changes and the development in Manipur. So the short story was the witness, and even we have explained everything by our. So for some instances, like say, so some days back, so the Senapati road was, this is very so differently. I would like to mention, and I would like to ask, and I would like to ask to everyone here. So we should ask, what is life? So it is written even in the books also, God is everywhere. We do accept that God is one. For our livelihood, it is how we had been called the human. It needs to be considered seriously. Because the human can care everything in the society, in the universe. So after our life, nothing will remain with us. And I would say how many times we do remember the tall figures in the entire country. Very rare. Only we do remember our achievement, the good things we had achieved in their lifetime only. So what everyone I would ask and request, as we did the good things, the results are coming good. And if anybody like myself, we should try to achieve something in our life so that that can be inherited to our generation, and our generation can take up more and more achievement in their life also. That is the only thing what we need to consider, what will remain after we die. So life is just effort. So during our path, during our journey, so what we need to do, we need to cooperate everyone. And so I'm very much hopeful that everyone will do good and will achieve to make a new society with PM's vision to make a new India. With these few words, I don't need to explain anymore. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, Works, Power, RD and PR, CNI and IPR, Government of Manipur, Shri Thongam Despajit Singh. Now I would like to request Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Government of Manipur, Shri Y. Joy Kumar Singh, to address the gathering.
Shri N. Biren Singh, Honorable Chief Minister, Manipur, and the Chief Guest of today's function, Shri T.S. Biswajit, Minister of Works, Guest of Honor, and the remaining members of the Council of Ministers who are also Guest of Honor of today's function, and Honorable MLAs, Honorable MPs, and the Chief Secretary, Government of Manipur, DCP Manipur, and their officers. Indeed, today is a memorable day when every citizen of Manipur will feel proud of the award received by Manipur as the most improved state among the small states of India. I think on this occasion, I would like, first of all, to congratulate Shri N. Biren Singh, Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur. Basically, what has been achieved today is because of the efforts and because of his vision and because of the tireless effort he has made his vision into concrete program and achieved. I would just like to say a few words. I would not like to deal into what have been achieved and what are the activities in the various sector of the administration, say various which have already been highlighted by my predecessor as well as by the Chief Secretary and by the DCP Manipur. What I would like to say is that for a leader, what is required is a leader should have vision, leaders should have concept and should be concerned about the welfare of the people. I have seen, I think this is the fourth year going on, we have had off and on relationship with the Honorable Chief Minister and myself, but that is something else. But what I have seen in him is right from the very beginning, he has got concern for the welfare of the people. He has got ideas. Say, like for example, the problem of bund and blockade. I think it was probably in the first or second cabinet that this matter was discussed, and it was decided that to bring it to an end, we'll have to request the NPF to go and mediate for us, and we are ready to listen and all these things. And that was done. The mission went. What is more important is not merely conceiving this mission.
What is more important is monitoring the mission and bringing it to a logical conclusion. That is most important. I've seen Biren has this wonderful habit of the concept being converted into a program or whatever it is, implement it, monitor it, and bring it to a logical conclusion. I've seen there are many things which have not been thought of, which was never conceived during the previous years, previous government. So we have had always a problem of hill and plain. Now to bring this together, his concept of go to the hills. It's not merely go to the hills. He has taken the government to the hills. He has taken the cabinet meeting to the hills. Ukhrul, Senapati, Tamenglong, Churasampur, and Chandel, and all these things. Now what is more important is to make the people see that it's not merely words, but it's the action taken. Thereby people realize that no, he is not merely saying this thing, but he means it, and he has translated it into reality, into action. Not only that, as I said, he has got the habit of monitoring and seeing that it is brought to a meaningful conclusion. Same thing is like go to the village. Same thing about school Pagatanchi. These are the important program of the government which have never been conceived in the past. It has been conceived, and all of you will agree that this is important. Then another things like we have this problem of middlemen taking away, milking away the benefits to the beneficiaries. Now to avoid that, the cabinet took a firm decision that we must implement DBT very strictly. And it's not merely words. I know some of the ministers had wanted to do away with the DBT, without DBT, but Honorable Chief Minister Sri N. Biren Singh had stood his ground and he said, no, it has to be through the DBT. Now what I'm saying, these are the important aspects. And these are the qualities I've seen in him. And because of that, I say that today we are where we are. And let me also tell you that, so let us make some of the achievements, just only a few words, a few things. I think Honorable Minister Forest Wangbo had mentioned about ILP. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he had mentioned about ILP. Now, ILP is something which the whole of Manipur has been wanting to be implemented in respect of this state. And for many years, the Congress government did also try, but at that time, at the center was the Congress government, here was these things. But the present government, having ruled for 15 years in Manipur, could not implement the same thing. Our government, barely, I think, 3 years, barely, we have been able to implement the ILP. This is a big achievement. I'm just giving some example. And it was that he had discussed with Amit Shahji, when I talked to him about the CAA, what is to be done, at least we must have the ILP. He told me, he assured me that I think we'll get the ILP. And we did get the ILP. He did his homework and he saw that this is implemented and is brought to a meaningful conclusion. What is important is, as I can give you a few more examples also. We have this problem of Impal-Jiribam Road. We have been talking about building concrete bridge over Barak, over Makru. It was for years, right from my very childhood, we have been talking about that these bridges should be replaced by the RCC bridges. So many things, you know, I was there for about 6.5 years as a DGP. Even during that period, I have faced as DGP, I faced lots of problems on this route. And those were the days when there used to be lots of this ban and blockade, because of which this Impal-Dimapur road was absolutely not pliable from our side. So it was very important. We tried everything. Everyone said that hoga, karega, this thing, that thing, and nothing happened. But now, here, we have insisted about Makru, Barak. Honorable Chief Minister, He had gone and he had talked to this Gadkariji and all these things. And what is the reason? Today we are seeing these bridges being constructed and going to be completed very soon. I've been told by the Honorable Chief Minister that it will be inaugurated by March next year. It is something which had taken about 15, 20 years and nothing moved. But here, Biren Singh had made his personal effort to see that these are translated into action and proper works are done. And of course, constructing RCC bridge over this area is very difficult, because I've seen anybody who have gone on this route will know that it's not that you can do it, in a hurry. It has lots of things. But despite that, we are going to see that these are going to be completed by March, in which case, Impal Jiribam Road will be a very good road, will be, I think, all-weather road, where we'll have no problem. What I'm just trying to mention to all of you is that these are the type of things. Then another thing, another achievement, which I could never believe and which I could never even imagine, is this Nongpok Semai police station being selected or being awarded the best police station in the country. Congratulations, Mr. Kaute. I tell you that in my time, I know, the type of the police station, the type of this thing, backup, other states like Maharashtra and Karnataka and the other states have gotten all these things. And I know, I still remember how this police station was set up. I think probably at that time I was DIG range or something like that. There were lots of problems of the UG in this area. And it was decided that we must set up a police station there. That's the only answer. We tried to set up first at a primary health center there. After some time, primary health center was overrun and then it was this thing. No, with lots of difficulty, this police station was set up. And I'm really happy to learn and to know that this police station has been selected as the best police station. Let's try to see that next year also we get the same police station. I think I was seeing this thing. There are two categories, as Chief Secretary has mentioned. One is for the best performing and one is the most improved. In terms of most improved, last year I think we were on in the 8th position, and today we are on the 1st position. In respect of performing, I think last year we were in the 10th position out of the 10. This year we have come to the 8th position. Goa is number 1. If in the case of most improved state, if we could jump from 8th to the 1st, I don't see any reason in respect of the best performing state why we can't jump from 8th to the 1st position in 2020. I would like to request the Honorable Chief Minister that let's make this effort. If we can do most improved, means that's a criteria of where we have performed very well in all respects. And if we continue, if we are able to sustain this performance, I'm sure that we'll be able to achieve the best performing state. Not only the best improved state, but also best performing state. I would like Honorable Chief Minister to particularly, under his leadership, please, like as I have said, once you decide to do something, I've seen that you make all out efforts and see that it's brought to a meaningful conclusion. I would like that, let us make that our target is next for 2020. We have done quite a lot and still is there. And we are able to achieve the best performing state. We'll all coordinate, we'll all also, whatever you want, we'll do, and let's achieve these things for the next goal. And I'm sure that with things improving, I'm sure we'll do much better. I'll say that so many things are there. Today again, I was watching this 20 minutes this thing. In terms of minor education, the works that has been taken up is laudable. Earlier, minor education was minor. It was merely in name. No one knew what was being done and what is this thing. I think Honorable Chief Minister Sri N. Biren Singh has converted this department from minor irrigation to major irrigation. That is what I see, the different works that he has taken up. Let me congratulate him on this account also, and I look forward to seeing that under his leadership, to seeing that Manipur achieves the best performing state in the, if not 2020, but in the years to come. Thank you, gentlemen. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Government of Manipur, Sri Yumnam Joy Kumar Singh. And now, according to the program schedule, we are about to launch Manipur Mental Health Helpline. Manipur State Government is committed to improve the mental health of the state residents and proud to launch one of the first state-sponsored mental health support helpline in the country. We are all set to launch a dedicated mental health support helpline 104 to provide support to all our state residents in this testing time. This is a completely free service, and anyone who is suffering from mental health issue because of COVID situation or any other issue troubling their mental health can call the helpline. Manipuri is the primary language for counseling and also have counselors from its district along with Hindi and English speakers to accommodate help seekers from across the state. The mental health helpline in Manipur is being implemented in partnership with Project Step 1 from Bengaluru, Karnataka, who are giving technical support by setting up IVRS flow to make the helpline operational. Now I would like to request respected Chief Guest, Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, Sri N. Biren Singh, to do the honor and launch the helpline.
Manipur Mental Health Helpline 104 launched today.
Thank you so much. Now we are presenting a short 2-minute video of the purpose and the function of the Manipur Mental Health Helpline 104.
Malen pumbada lepa leitana sandorapliba COVID-19 ni maram oiduna praja miyamgi pugning wakhalda langtaknaba amasung mipaibagi chang hingatlakli. Maram asina Manipur Sarkarna praja miyamgidamak Mental Health Support Helpline 104 hangtokjare. Mental Health Support Helpline asi miyam da sel tingdana fanghanjagadaba service amani. Clinical psychologist kunhundoi, psychiatric social worker taranithoi, counselor tarataru, doctor taramanga, nurse amagi matinga helpline number asigi khuthangda mayam da service makal ani pijaban namlagani. Outgoing service amasung inbound call service. Outgoing service ki khuthangda hauzik COVID-19 positive oiba maramna home isolation tawraga layriba prajasinga call tawduna pugning wakhal sonthaganaba counseling pizagani. Inbound call service ki kuthangda miyoy amana ayuk pung 8 dagina numidang pung 8 phawigi manungda call tawirappa matamda IVRS ki matenga adomgi call dubu register tawraga ticket ama pizagani. Register tawraba matungda counselor amana athuba matamda call tawraktuna adomgi wahangi paukum pizagani. Number asida call tawirappa matamda Maitaylon, Hindi, amasung English ta wahang hangbirappa yagani. pukning wakhalgi numaitaba khudinggi maramda tanabinabagidamak hairiba service asigi khudongchaba lawiyu.
Thank you so much, everyone. Now, I would like to request the Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur and the Chief Guest of today's function to address the gathering.
इसके बाद में बुलाएगा Hey mayam, punambak matam si theng di thenge, kara sange, sang dabo ya dabo hai tare, adu ai kai kumno busari, khangde, daranjan gonjan be bon thoi bo kanguna harau ba poho bo kanguna sau ba sedum, sati sanai ko bitri oi ne mase. अखोइना गोन थोरे में ना हराव बादो कांगो खरदी हयेंग हम करी हार कदो नु खंगे मसे भापता दे दुना अदु प्रजा ने येंग सुनु ngasi gi sumba इखुगी सही अहुम मखाई मपुंग फारकपा तुम बीजेपी लेड गवर्नमेंट कोई सुंगसल लगा पुंसल लगा सेमजबा सुंबा गवर्नमेंट सिगी हंदक सही द नते फंगे सि ममांग सही द सु कोई inclusive best most inclusive development gida fangi matang matang yam phangre mama adagi best kaino ta khre champion of the science bi ki matang matang pi adu ngasi gi sita aneng sin biriba aigi cabinet colleagues Yamazoi Kumar deputy chief minister aduga the ministers things one by one hierarchy minister colleagues punamag aduga iningtho maras Rajya Sabha gi su MP biriba aduga Hodaranjan Lok Sabha gi MP biriba aduga Chairman Singh honorable MLA Singh I marup siam si makada pam nai ma kakalo ya adagi makada su honorable MLA Antan Sulaya adagi Kasimosum the government gi officials chief secretary DGP senior officials sinks aduga army gi Assam Rifle gi general Naris aduga army gi brigadiers aduga CRPF gi DIG aduga media gi maru mapang aduga government gi maru in officials sing police ki aduga ko civil gi punamak ai kai khum go churi sigi ekoina horipur ngasi ekoina phangi ba tawri ba sigi credit sidi sumri aina mayam na ngon da aina CM orubugi aina semmis orubugi ngonda I appreciate to be by mention to be do I appreciate the way Tagatsari Adubu Aigi Mota Aigi Wakalda. It is the credit of the all cabinet colleagues and all honorable MLAs. Sida Yahan but the credit visioning Adubu Mathanda Sigi actually feel the Delta River. I Chief Secretary Ga Aduga best law and order improve tarpagi DGP ga ni da akhoi government pira iba trophy si moi ani da sinabam thokpra moi gi mateng na oi bani na library ba IS officer the MCS officer up to the clerk pion bhaugi madugi mohut silaga trophy si ai chief secretary da sina jagya aduga best law and order gi sina I respected DGP da maramdi Nakoina, Aing in Tum the Sadana, the government, the Koina guide of Jiriba Kara, people friendly, community policing tawrakanda akhoi fara tawsi khosi na koina haibdu ya bibagi madugi credit madugi manado ana yaragadi DGP ga chief secretary ga ngene khatpiro aduga marak sida lenkhala ingai da akhoi gi nongpok sengmai gi osi all india gi the best tarak pa osi duma layan phim phya ninge ma ga bang lenkhatpirang na bai kurum jari rajesh ajo trophy lao teamwork collective responsibilities aduga maruina aina yamna go to hills ki matangda go to villages ki matangda officers singna even gari sangba yada jaga da khongna gari du thanamuga khongna chalaga khunyo rubaga gas cylinder yeluba anaba layeng bagi card piruba mai blab purga mai thaluba aduguma mayam adoi ahingna ningsanga gaina ya horrible nasi ekoina government sinu phangai bu post field laiba nasi election video mayam ainga sahiba beyond gi horkanda up to the chief secretary principal secretary assistant chief secretary level mayam police ki chief follower de horkanda DGP bhaugi leiba IG DG punamaki collective boy report amana nasi gi khoi last only 3.5 years sida koina phangmanga mi ba change porpanga mi ba achievement simayam gi mapandagi ni aduna masigi posima ai mayamna thamjading mane aduga amana ai gi subject si setting ade yam nungai taba ngarang na hanse ko gi police officer ma leigide inspector ma o siweramba magi duty satpa kanda ma duty satpa kanda ganja gi kari gi drugs to bagambu kharna mana phawla ko da moi mayam question laga ma phubi ma phubiro matung dai dama se gyanda do even yam nungai taba ngarang ai na video do bod magi na pidna ha even sob mi do hospital da pugen ha na to matam da police ni ko hospital da pugen na to matam da adoi gi haribo drugs to bagambu du gi ganja to bagambu du gi gang du na timely hospital da puhan de have ma in the pidu statement am sure I'm really shocked lawlessness ki kari normal le budong no kana na to bono kari no ko ya da blame tawrugum si but the incident do am no ai ta ba haitare aduna ko government na ko khana raga magi premsan gi ꯂꯩꯈꯤꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯦꯝꯆꯥꯟꯒꯤ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯝꯕ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯃꯊꯧꯗ ꯌꯥꯝꯅ courageously ꯊꯦꯡꯅꯔꯒ ꯃꯥ ꯀꯨꯏꯅ ꯄꯦꯔꯥꯂꯥꯏꯁ ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯂꯩꯔꯒ ꯂꯥꯌꯦꯡꯕ ꯉꯝꯗꯗꯅ ꯂꯩꯈꯤꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯌꯦꯡꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯐꯥꯎꯕꯗ 10 lakhsꯀꯨꯝꯕꯗꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯄꯤꯈ꯭ꯔꯦ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯠꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯉꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯌꯥꯝꯒꯤ ꯐꯟ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯣꯡꯆꯥꯕ ꯂꯧꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ex gratia 10 lakhs ꯑꯃ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯤꯔꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ next of kin ꯂꯩꯍꯧꯔꯤꯕ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯏꯃꯨꯡ ꯃꯅꯨꯡꯒꯤꯗ any process exempt ꯇꯧꯔꯒ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯑꯃ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯠꯒꯤ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯑꯃ ꯍꯥꯞꯄꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯥꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯌꯦꯡꯕꯗ ꯆꯪꯉꯤꯕ ꯄꯩꯁꯥꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯩ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯠꯅ ꯔꯤꯏꯝꯕꯔꯁ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯒꯅꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯂꯣꯏꯅꯅ ꯃꯉꯣꯟꯗ Chief Ministerꯒꯤ Gallantry Award ꯄꯤꯔꯒꯅꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯅ ꯃꯗꯨꯃꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯎꯊꯣꯛꯏ ꯑꯅꯤꯁꯨꯕꯗ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯁꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯣꯔꯠꯁ ꯄꯥꯋꯔ ꯍꯥꯎꯁ ꯑꯣꯐ ꯗꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯣꯔꯠꯁ ꯌꯥꯅꯔꯦ ꯂꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯌꯥꯝꯕꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯆꯠꯊꯔꯤꯕ ICL ꯂꯤꯒ ꯐꯨꯠꯕꯣꯜ ꯂꯤꯒꯇ ꯄꯤꯛꯈ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯄ꯭ꯂꯦꯌꯔ 94 ꯌꯥꯎꯋꯤ highest number of international level players puthupus masigi da nupi singi da mo amna chawthok chaninga we hai batare koi ngangom bala devi na mase constable wer ma bharat ki yangraba crore samaga kunthra manga leiba bharat ki sidagi marak sidagi amaka england da chalakanda adugi international ki team du yawbunga mine yawrini sanarini and mabu ikoina karigi recognize tawroidagi ane koisum cabinet collection honorable MLA mayam koisum khanaraga masi ai karigumba khara magi namga tawbam thoi ane koisi punna khanara matunga da masi koi post leitre koi cabinet create tawrani aduguma direct inspector baugi rank baugi masi pirasi haidane koi mai tawna balagi sima aikoi taurage haidana adumaina aikoi lepe aduna adagi amana commando sing lairiba hanagi allowance kari kari aikoi pide khote laitre haidana ma thabakta ninghanna badi tawge adum thabak fajana tawri adubu hanagi leiramiba potu gazetted officers in Gina Tham the Lishing Home, Aduga GSO inspector in a Tham the Lishing and Nigasani Pan, Aduga NSO, Halbidar Kagana Lishing on Sama, Lishing and Sama, Aduga constable, rifleman, and Singan Lishing and each home Hanagi, later Modo Mudi hyped up Lagani, had a Madam Tangai Mayam, I comes again. I sing as high hypoganda, Adaksa. Mayam Suyari, Jilla President, Palog, sorry, Zilla President, Villa Piribate, Mam Punama. I quickly can't in a fast hours in Lock was you that Kari Hagan give Narang Jomu City, Ministry of Druga Sankar Misra Secretary, Minister of Housing and Urban Affairs Kidagi. Honorable Prime Minister PM Savanidi Yedana street vendors in the loan people help the Busse. Mashida Moki Kanogi Zarkhan, the Uttar Khan Yauna, small sale, and the hill state give. Marks is a Manipur, top tire, and Namusiti Lava. I see Mahara Horan, Mahayang Priasam to run has never kind of I think I'm going to hide the Boki, the honorable ministers in MLS. Madam, the Hota Kapaka Komna Bokona Babu Yawi Bojan. Sugum Bashi, the Kapaka did not criticize over that. I don't see European. Yamunga had the Kisita, I got a Nungai, but overall, I couldn't honor Migi Nungai Basic, I could recognition of Kalapodo. Nasagi, Foreski, Trifight, and I could we could go give him. I sana hudoki na cannot origin. Madu 30,000 women in the hills and the rural area that employed self-help group semakan 30,000 the high posi mapanda export to reba madu ngai same giba mayam ubira mani fruits kari mayam se loina tawrakan mapanda export to reba Bangalore adagi kaino da Chennai da adagi Maharashtra da demand mayam leide aduna masidi aduna khoigi aine haijabadu khoi Manipur gi leiriba Manipuri singi talent isona pithor pa makoi da khutsa haiba aduga haiba singba se sidi atai community na tan ngamoi ana ikhogi bu ngasagi lambi piram daba lambi si piram daba ne magi space create to piram daba haibata asi hairoga moi hulle hunmana te khodi ngasigi lairiba koina pirai ba asida da phangai simbio overall law and order the number 1 tai economy the second position tai adagi tourism the second position tai infrastructure the second lae inclusive development the third position lai re adagi governance the fourth position lai asi sarkar kitang lang gi baduna fourth oi first tar ngadam sarkar kitang lang gi baduna nimati kar entrepreneurship 2 tai second position health suyo ngasai gi do biramani kaya da wana police sing kari kai tawriba jiri daga tawriba transport ki tawriba doctor sing na tawriba nurse sing na tawriba adagi mili sing kunthra ni fu yankhai thungnabada koina madugi manage to khriba o araiba nate aduna I really appreciate ai health ki gambu su bai thagata bungam de principal secretary health leiriba mayam am sincerely director doctors sing nurses sing adagi health the second question education the ahum subadale sumaina koi overall agriculture the fourth cleanliness simadi yadre masi henry cleanliness yadre aito laiko masi madi ngbe inkatse environment su yada environment si kari gino deforestation yamba deforestation adagi akoi gi mi singi officer mayam si swai akoi si phami officer yor moiko mami tau kanda mayum dagi car puthora na munji dai doin plastic tor galan naram doin ba aduna lokta tar ka ta ge doin sigi keno se sigi wakalon se koi dagi change am to sang aduna sumba khara sine aduna atai di akoi aduki matik akoi improve tore akoi teamwork ni aina sai once again I repeat to pa mi akoi gi lebiriba cabinet colleagues and honorable MLA sing suppose go to village honorable MLA na masa ki kun salaga lekai da kendra salaga tawrai ni development ki health card ki haro anything aduna mayam gi apun ba poni aduna aduga khwaidi gi hena masidai da koina yamna nungai riba kaino di khoi gi kaino sing official sing na wada ba thidana yamna mission gi amoina to wi ba poto madu ai appreciate we aduna akoi hayeng dagi ngasi laiba tarik mapan dagi covid leina ko hingdu su yada banina to su yada banina covid kisu ko yam kan honare hoji vaccine puthoro ke vaccine puthore vaccine gi distribution tongna bagi akhoi madugi home ministry aduga ICMR tanar kanda akhoi madugi task force committee semre under the chief secretary committee seme district level gi seme kamai to guna masi kamai na distribute to gudagi kana da priority to gudagi khot kadagi haibugi mayam puna maktugi akhoi meeting to kanda tawre ngasi mari mangani gi manungda tongan ba COVID ki hospital ama dedicated COVID hospital at least minimum 100 bed laiba ma Jenims ki da koi tongana ma kanna hosi pankat pasang pat kanna tawre bed ayam belore khole tongana separate COVID ki hospital madu ki port ma ngasi ahiri hayeng sangga hayeng kano to gen toro mane do hayeng do kitang materials oxygen gi samba khotpa ke do mom kitang hapta amtang ni matam bi oin toro kanda aduna within weeks ta COVID ki separate 100 to 150 bed ma akoi launch tawrani lairani aduga ekoi private hospital sing da su koi through health department principal secretary health rokana private hospital sing da su at least covid ki batching moi thamguda bani haibagi akoi madugi coordination committee sem gre adagi casualty mortality rate handana bagi kari da kramai to guno haibdu ekoi yam kumna khana rakanda ekoi gi fact finding and han so meeting do kan la ram mesi yum dagi oja thenga pukut pasi hek initial stage da esmasi covid chingai ni na tawga ai mang naru ren ai family loi naru hai fan hawruk pa kan da khangore kitang chingai ne yeng kan da test tawre oiram me isolation 14 days later hidak sare fare timely tahurga di loina covid is nothing but timely tahuga ai sadana ba ma leire hairaga di doctor du da keno ma chingai ni hairaga di anak pada falon test tawru yang hawraga di madu hairaga di loina sep to bungam ne ba ekoi gi si nahan mak rims ki doctor ani hum dagi moi mayam khoi meeting do bokana opinion lo bokana pukhalakwa patient ji leigi da gi manung da 60% di 6 hours si 6 hours means hospitalized or matung 6 hours haidi potu loiraga la ai habani da aduna sigi posing ata ayam balai ba aduna ai ngasi gi si media gi sin na mayam su yogni na ya public sing na appeal tong ni anything doubt lairaga di hujik pudi khoina akoi gi oximeter adu go si gen thokna lising amaga chani chohum hujik home isolation dorga leise moida oximeter ke si koi kanu gi asagi khutang na piraga check ta holaga madugi on no khotpa tawre but somewhere in some bodies cancel tawri ba asnai hairu no yare koi lege hebuguma yadra kan da hospital da puni na torpa adu da ne ba koina mortality suddenly koina jump khara mate khar tawri do adu madugi awareness mai please public sin da ina haning ba anytime doctor se khoi gini hospital se khoi gini hoi sit mayam ma lai hoje sit id kano gi khoi gi care center ma phamung lising ani ahung gi matakda lising ani gi maya da lai pado any ke no ka da se lamboi khonang gong gi hairo adagi una ko gi hairo khumal na pa ke wherever khoi adum doctor harga tit do ya ba adu yum da dum kem to da saraga lairaga sor hon bai war e har ka da putharak pududi adum tang di to winu hai nai ko ai mayam da appeal to jari yaring advance hoina ai khai singnabam le di thak da pukhat piraga hospital da doctor sing consult to biu sing tang ai appeal to jage aduga atai di ai yang ka hena ai salaroge khoi go to hills khoi hujik amuk laiba tai mapan dagi akoi singi district khuding da sapa horagani taing mapan da koi senapati da cabinet meeting lo laigani akoi gi cabinet meeting si maya media gi mangpang sing su lengbiro akoi gi cabinet meeting to gru si cabinet gi oiba decision lo ramatung da koi district to da paikhal liba mamangi akoi na satpa matam da singi praja sing na isil naw sing na koi da receive to bira kan akoi na package kar rak thomi ukrul da 200 300 crore gi senapati da 200 lairiba hujik yamna peaceful ni asi matang da ina matang ga appeal tongning base any community adoga any community versus community sugum bagi maming pannaraga khonaraga tawba social media da khara koi phab ji gam phai hujik 93 mu phare dagi yam sathi basi fake account da koina phab ngam da adagi Facebook da kai da koi na mo masi iraga su moina response lakta ba case pending mayam am le maximum ngam da ba mayam am su le ba aduna sigi pot mayam sigi ang kana koi cyber crime is and every language ki Manipur da le ba tribe mayam sigi language khang ba koi cyber crime da koi thamme tangkhul lon khang ba mau morol khang ba ana lon khang ba cookie lon khang ba paite lon khang ba loin thamme koi maram ni keno da mai lon da toro kan da yamna kano emotional lon da communal lon da sagat ba group trust le group khale adagi amana koi gi yaringai all community da ina appeal tawning base religious place kumbada kanantana masidi khuting jalakanu ko mama ki religions ki oiba freedom leisanu church ki church leisanu masjid ki masjid leisanu maitei singi umanglai leisanu hindu ki hindu leisanu masidai da ai aduni adani gaina tawba politicalize tawba masi am danger ne masi am danger ne masi Manipur le community khuding mana should understand it and religion gumba kan gumba yamna sentiment of portrait koi das tong maroi dam we should respect each and every religion aduna adum madi ai madugi khudong sa balor ga hayo risini magi la laga pari puri gi haktak gi la aba mafam do leisunu lachasunu disturb tong no gumsi madugi disturb tong na baduna ai khoi gi coexistence ga gai blakani peace to gai blakani aduna maduma tong no gumsi politics masa to gumsi Lebak yoiba human value the politics house. Human value. Me we punsi kanna ba, me we punsi siam na ba, me we punsi fagat na ba, me we punsi nungai na lai na ba. Human value the politics house. Ada masa atai da togum si hai da nai hai ninga aduna koi keno dagi ai ngasi loina hairo rage madam kuiramrina sangani koi hujik district sing da koi cabinet meeting set pa galoina na koi hanagi ima market saba thungau ba awat pa district sing ima market chagalagani adagi yamaru ina koi na salaga koi cabinet mayam salaga Bishnupur gida semai gida koi na sani hairam budu madu Bishnupur gisu handaki market chana na bige koi ima market maram di economy rural economy head patri baba koi state se economy phare na lobu yaro aduna koi gidi rural economy si da best to bunina aduna huji koi na huji ngasai ubi gre agriculture gi se agriculture phagana mohna ba ising darkar le ising do kari longni turen da ising leitre loina jungle ko thokre aduna huji koi ground water pam hutoi du pam changwa ga yankhai dam chahunga kunthra muni sa do yoji minor irrigation da tamoje kumar ha yam sumni hanadi minor ne le ramani hojikti minor sim isina sina major on khale amna si toroga de koi green revolution mai pa kong amani adagi amana happy news to the poppy planters poppy thabiri ba aduga poppy na maram moirga ai bu sauri ba poppy anthalian ai bu sau se roi bane social media da pura loira jan ai se aduna poppy gi thabiri be chelina usingda akoi happy news ama akoi ngarang mak han mai koi se director DNA Hills Arthur masu adagi atai mi kharaga koi punna tana dana company moi group amasu kawai koina koi gi maming do kariba ma kano Arbana Hebra Arthur Rivandas Sigi mana sigi namana puthui ba thau si koi kano ni cleaning kari to ke anti kano ni insect adu masi si kamai to ke da liter amada lising amada ni lising amsani baw sitle masigi majority si within 6 months mature oi within 6 months hosigi na piece adu ga sahi amada mari rak lok adu ngarang kano ga ai Arthur ga thonare huji in hand da 60 lakhs pilot project oina horo hai bagi leire project habasi 6 crore gini TN Hills ki tharam base aduga siga hojik ngarang aina unoriba anuba company siga punjal laganda akhoi popi yan that clear thawai nuai tran leidiba singi silinau sing madu athuba matam dai koi DG na su hana dagi moi ki village chief sing kaurag wari sala irabani amna DG ne Arthur ne adagi horticulture gi wifi tied up to biraga hojiki hairiba hana effectively akoina yanthat karba chochan program khruga nga na hanu khrugi akoina yanthat liba mayam kilo kaino acre chama ni fumune ana adugi khungi kangbu singdu leader sing hana kobiro aduga hairiba se sigi paisa ju ji khara leirabani karamai dogna moina kari monga replace togdagi haibado madu tana biraga aigi level da mu unar sinogi DG ne Arthur ne aduga wifi ne noi ani ohungi level da hana unabiro village chief sindo adu ukrulgi DC ko biro SP ko biro moina khangani kanu lamma pu yan that ke bisindo sosanpur gu su sosanpur gi DC ke SP gina khangani aduga moida rehabilitation alternative plant pibudo koi haurasi haidana madu magai thamjage ana wafam kharsi thamaga yam nungai ba paw bana khoi gi ADC ki gari leitabani hana ADC autonomous district council ki leidi leraga su yam kana ADC singi dai khoina government na kaina pi deba du honorable minister balte mana sindana huji ADC mayam da ADC ke ano khoise ADC tarukta gari ohum pire ADC ki members sing yawra magadi gari ohum hayeng gumba yenthobu yai adagi nungai ba manangarang akoi chief secretary na Rajesh na tarokanda akhoi Manipur cancer na ba leiri mayam se kari gino di khang de kamasang khang thido puri change cancer gi na ba mayam se doki matik yamna nungai te aduna akhoi yamna dream toroga lakpo cancer hospital ama ina tawbudo cancer gi hospital ama khakta Manipur da thamningi maram ni masina maran mathum mayum makai loina yonare ba tawsi ma panchat pa layeng ba satpada Kolkata da layeng ba satpada Delhi da layeng ba satpada Bombay da layeng ba satpada laibham leita dana tawri wanari ba mayam sigi problem mayam sina aduna ngarang si Rajesh na Tata Trust ki group ama lakana porkna lam yeng minare koi Jenims ki manung du da lam ama akhoi 3.5 acres moi da khoi lamai khoi na pirani aduga PP model da yaragadi khoi next election mama December ada bhagi manung da December to December irang thungi sumaina matam thanaraga December to December ba sigi manung da sanda ba yana ba haidana aduma khoi kanna honariye do sigi nungai ba paw amani se mayam thamjaning bani no wafam kharse thamaga ai mayam puno khoi amona thagat sori ai kurumjari puna ma kujai hen aduga sigi tawrai ba ngasigi oiriba punamak se khoi center gi leaders nai khoi da ngasi backup to biba mayams ai masi panda de nuai roi mina politics to gi haigera hairoi na yimun ngasai besuji na haibra sumen irangi thongsi double lane oini oiroi yani yaroi torga dum dairam bane ado handaki isona accident do opportunity won to quite that thong tat padu dagi Nitin Gadkari ji adu direct amisaji ai na badu amisaji anirak phone tore ado madada ina khudong sa ba lor wahi khara hayo buduna 4 lane gi kudak ta yara ka wa order pirga suba holisine ngasi dagi suba holin 4 lane aduna central leaders ngai khoi da piriba importance respect masi akoi kaubam thokte masa haibado deputy tajoina inner line guys bo koi mangni ni inner line permit bo phangaro yadna upai leraro na koi Manipur gi dongan Manipur gi people's bill na CMC na dorga thar bane ba maram inner line si yararo yan but how much they care of us moina center gi leaders na koi bayam care to be CMP Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji Union Minister, Home Minister Amit Shah ji, adagi lairiba Gadkari ji, which are quick and Osuyadore. Elevated highway. Kano dagina koiling idena university adaga Imphal dagina airport chatpa elevated highway. Muit aina da chumna da conference elevated highways habiyu haibani. Mana Manipur gi ICT yum takani iba ado tender tole ramyo. How fast? Kaya na serious hoy gaya da koi Nitin Gadkari ji hoya koi gidam dahar diba. Aduna central leadership na koi da Manipur. This is the right time ni ko koi. Aduna koi hanbeya de wabeya de. I want to appeal to all the bureaucrats, all the police officers or police personnel, all the staffs. Sigi timing sida Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji na Delhi da leading ai. BJP-led government, BJP ki team na Delhi da leading ai da Manipur semhoba. Na traga de koi semanga moy. Aduna sigi matam sida koi tumba yade, chaba yade, ai nadri sini. Corona ka nab sang bazan de ai numitara marini nab thina wa kar jane haidi thongning bana ko thabak tongning bana aduna anyway nasi mayam loina sidai da lakpira ka tawriba koi unity teamwork ne aduna mayam punamak ta yamuka na credit pizari khonumjari jai
Thank you so much, Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, for sharing your kind words of wisdom with us and showering us with your kind blessings. And now I would like to request Joint Director Planning, Ms. N. Kulkarani Devi, to give away the board of thanks.
Respected Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur, respected Honorable Deputy CM, Honorable Ministers, Honorable MPs, Honorable MLAs, Adakshas, representative of ADCs, Chief Secretary, DGP, and IG from Assam Rifles, from CRPF, IGP, DIG, BISF, JSSIB, and all the dignitaries and administrative secretaries, senior officers, and all the distinguished guests gathered today. I consider it a privilege to propose vote of thanks in today's function on achieving India Today's State of the States Award for the most improved states overall and law and order among small states to facilitate the accomplishment of the state under the able and dynamic leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, Sri N. Biren Singh. Sir, I take this opportunity to express our sincere thanks and gratitude, and also congratulate on behalf of the Planning Department. Thank you, sir. I also express my sincere thanks to Deputy Chief Minister, Sri Y. Joy Kumar Singh, for his presidential address and valuable advice and ideas that was given, sir. Thank you, sir. And I also express my sincere thanks to all Minister Thongam Biswajit Singh, Sri Lepao Hawkib, Honorable Minister IFCT and YS, Honorable Minister for PhD, Sri Loisi Dikho, Sri Awangbai Numai, Honorable Minister for Forest and Environment, for their insightful address and advice. Thank you, sir. I also express my gratitude to Honorable MPs, Sri Dr. Ranjan and Sri Maharaja Sanaja Overlay Semba for their encouragement in present today's function, for their encouragement. And I express my sincere thanks to our Chief Secretary for highlighting the achievements and future plans of the state and continuous guidance given to us. Thank you. I also express my thanks to DGP LM Khaute for his encouraging and informative address given today on law and order situations. I also express my thanks to our Commissioner Planning who has been behind this arrangement, making this function a success. My sincere thanks to all the administrative secretaries and all the heads of departments who have given their inputs in making our presentation today and to make this function a grand success. Thank you also. And I also express my sincere thanks to print media and electronic media for coverage to make this program a success. Lastly, but not the least, I extend my thanks to my colleagues and all the staffs of planning department and also the event management who had made it possible to make this today's function a grand success. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Ms. Anne Kulkarani, Director of Planning, for that brief qualifying. Thank you so much. Now an announcement. High tea will be served at Route 1 on the left for all honorable ministers, MLAs, Adhyaksha's, Jila Parishad members, chairmen and members, ADCs, secretaries and above, DIG and above, IGAR, DV, GOC, IB, PF, DIG, PSF. And for other dignitaries, officials and invited, thank you, sir. For present today as Laos 2 on the right side. Thank you so much.